Rolling.
Hello.
Huh?
Hello.
Uh-oh.
What kind of hello was that?
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Ah,
Hey.
Well, now I just realized my
Danny's a
cameras
deer
all
in
glitchy.
headlights.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 63,
missed
episode
it.
63 of what? Sahlen's Legacy. Hooray!
She wasn't here. We got to
Yeah.
do it again.
Yeah.
She'll catch up.
They're flying out of left field. There it is.
There it is. There it is.
There we go. Now people are trickling in. I'm going to spam our Discord. Yeah, we're good.
Do it.
Huh, yeah, I spilled all over myself because I'm a grown-up. Just water.
Or did you
It actually felt really nice. It woke me up a little bit. I was a little brain dead. Did I what?
Nothing. Just keep going.
Hi, guys. Welcome to
Hello.
Production Studio.
Yeah, that.
We're
Hi.
live.
So yeah, welcome to Perception Studio, everybody. This is where we have several tabletop RPG games. We also have many talk shows. We have a couple talk shows, one about movies, one about just general stuff where we interview guests. This week on Chat Time, our guest will be Steph Sharp or Sharp Steph, depending on what you're looking at.
Speaking of,
She made dice for all of us, and they're
Got
gorgeous.
some dice from
We should get her to
Sharp
start.
Steph.
I would just like to say, Beard on a Batman, thank you so much.
We should.
Just got a reroll for Star Heart.
Oh, because
Hooray.
you dice get tricky.
Well, yeah, Diva just got some new sweet dice.
I
as
will.
well.
I'm gonna post them in the Discord. They make me very happy.
Mm-hmm.
The Virgos.
Oh, I'm not wearing contacts ready to nap. I just took my glasses off because I've got a kicking headache today.
Pachoo.
But it's all good. So last week, y'all faced off against the last swing of poor Rothbow. Came back. He took the deal. He summoned a big old lightning bird monster.
Pachoo.
You've all got about a day before the other ships arrive. So your own ship, as well as the ship carrying the Quailam, as well as 3 ships, because there's also the other ship, the your bodyguard ship.
Although I just rewatched that episode, and he's not welcome in the Green Isle waters, so he'll probably be up early.
Good point. Thank you for that. Also, thank you, Wormwood, our wonderful sponsor. They're currently having another kick-ass Kickstarter currently for modular board gaming tables, which is those words are like sex to me. It's the best thing I've ever heard or seen in my life. Like, because if you want it to be a coffee table, cool. You need to be a little taller, just swap out the legs. You need to be a little bit bigger, just put in some planks. Like, it's everything I've ever wanted at a gaming table, and that has nothing to do with the fact that they're our sponsor. That is just me freaking out because I've seen their tables in person before. When we were at PAX, I was just like, we were set up right across from them, so I was staring at them all day long. And this is an even, I think, like cooler edition of that.
It's got dice trays you can buy. You can have chargers for your phone, like little wireless chargers in the thing. And yeah, it did so well that they broke Kickstarter at the very beginning of their opening. So
Wow.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, it's already at like over 4 million.
yeah, it's crazy.
It's over
So
4 million.
if you want a reliable company that's going to give you quality stuff, Wormwood,
If you want to get something awesome for the studio, we can't afford it, but we'd love one. And also Level Up Dice. Thank you to Level Up Dice. If you guys use before that, Wormwood, if you use our code Perception at checkout, you can get free shipping anywhere in the US. I don't think that's going to work for the Kickstarter, but it will work for anything in their current stock. Level Up Dice, if you use our link, that'll allow us to earn some points towards giveaways for dice for you guys.
Wow, these tables.
Ems Lems, thank you for the
Thank
follow.
you for the follow.
Thank you.
And Lems.
Oh, Amslems.
Oh, I know you.
Like fire Amslems.
I know. Hi. She was my stage manager.
What?
Yeah, in Dracula. She's amazing.
Hi, Ems Lems. We appreciate stage managers here.
Yes.
We have a theater show that we do every Friday night, which is Trash Your Piece Theater. You might think it's a nightmare. It's a lot of fun. Hey, Kenny, thank you for the sub. Much
Thanks for the
appreciated.
resub, Kenny.
All right. Well, let's go down the line. Let's introduce ourselves, and then we'll finish catching up on the story and jump on in. We'll do the things. Starting with the duo.
Hi, I'm Haley. I play Captain Orstone. She is a tiefling rogue warlock who's now level 12.
You're not special. We're all level 12. Hey, I'm Justin. And I play Nitsage, a Quailier wizard with a heart beast named Hailstorm, who's a half-horse, half-dragon creature. And I am here now. Thank you. Next.
I feel like we're on the same wavelength tonight.
I'm Ryan. I'm playing Andre. He's a cleric of the grave. He is devoted to the god of Clote, the god of death in our campaign, trying to break his god's bonds of people who are using him to do dastardly things in the world. And that is me.
Hello, I'm Andrew. I play Bubo, everyone's favorite Quailier elf, with a heart beast named Doomro, half eagle, half owl. I have lots of portraits of myself, some of which we haven't seen in a very long time. I have to remedy that. And I have a living, breathing sculpture that follows me around named Mebo.
I don't know if he breathes. I think you're giving him too much credit.
He tries to. That's the funny part.
He's
just trying to emulate me
He raises
so
his
much.
shoulders and brings him back down.
Expands his chest by just pushing it out. Yeah. It's awfully unsettling, and sometimes during the middle of the night, I have to tell him to knock it off. That's me.
I like to think when he sleeps, he just sounds like banging pipes. It's just all sad.
No, that's something else.
Oh.
It just reminded me of the washing machine robot. Okay.
So stupid, so funny.
Yep. Agreed.
So
One more.
when last we left our heroes, and
We have
correct
one more.
me if I'm what? God damn it!
How can people play with
No,
us?
not that.
No, me. Hi, what's up? I'm Danny. I'm the
Nope.
DM.
Nope.
What's
Not
that?
here.
I didn't though. Diva, you didn't go yet.
No, she's below me on the screen, so she's next.
You're so nice. No.
I'm Diva, and I play Starheart, whose god is herself. She drinks more than she should. She steals less than she should. And she is here to have a good time.
She steals less than she wants to.
What?
She
She what?
steals less than she wants to.
I mean, no.
True. Yes.
Then
It's accurate.
Okay, both. Yes to all. Everything is free game for her.
And I'm Danny.
Even the men.
And there are many ways that you can interact with our game tonight. Hooray!
How? Tell me how, Danny.
So for $5, you can give any of our players a blessing, and that is a D6 roll that they can then apply to anything. So they can do that for checks, for damage. They can cash that in for healing.
For healing?
And if they use.
That was a joke.
And if they do use it for rerolls, then I can't touch those rolls with my DM rerolls. For $10, you can add a reroll to the pool of rerolls for our players. For $15, you can give me some DM rerolls, which allows me to force those players to reroll their good rolls. And at $50, you can give any of our players a dog. DM powers. That's a corgi. You can give DM powers to any of our players. I'm gonna close this giant door real quick. Somebody just schmooze for a second.
Invite him in.
Yakety smackety doo.
Okay, so I'll
That's the best exit ever.
Keep going.
Okay, so here's what I need to do. I've chosen two. Which of the two? Actor or luck? I'm choosing my next level because
If
I'm
those
still
are the
up.
two you're going for, I would say that luck is already the chat.
Oh, okay, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, too far.
Overshot.
I couldn't have double luck. I couldn't be super lucky like a clover, like a 4.
Lucky's such a cop out. Like Counter-Strike, you know? It's just
Says the one thing you use all the time.
Okay, then I
I don't get to use it because Danny hates magic.
there was a feat called
magic.
Tavern Brawl, and I kind of want to take it on principle, even though it won't really help me at all.
Oh, Valen, thank you for the donation of $5. The blast.
The blessing.
Brawl thing, that phrase. Group blessing.
We need a blessing.
Thank you for the blessing.
That's gonna be a shirt too. Yeah,
The group blessing.
And 2 Italian hands.
Yeah, with Uncle, whatever his name was.
Okay, Tavern Brawler or Actor?
What is
Brawler, because
After you get charisma and all that stuff. You get,
Actor is so it's we're talking about feats, but not the ones on my toes.
Not the ones that
the
Danny
ones on my
hates.
legs.
You have
Yeah.
feet on your toes. Okay.
Two.
Don't look, Danny. Don't look.
So advantage on increases.
No, gross. Don't. Also can't. Please don't.
No way.
No, like legit. TOS can't do
Like
it. Please
TOS.
don't.
I wasn't showing my.
Yeah, you weren't. I know.
Not you. Go on.
Okay. So it's charisma. I can mimic the speech or sound of another person if I've heard them for at least a minute. And then out of principle of Starheart liking taverns, there's a feat called Tavern Brawler, which just means I can increase my strength or constitution. I'm proficient with improvised weapons. My unarmed strike is a little stronger. And then if I am unarmed, I can grapple.
That feels more Starheart to me just because tavern is in the title. And
That's
that's where
exactly
you
right.
spend a lot of your time.
I was just scrolling through and I saw tavern. I'm like, hey, that's me.
Yeah, pick the one that feels more Starheart.
That because I saw that one and I was like, I like that.
Well, then maybe that's the one.
Then maybe that. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Awesome. I will be more constituted.
Hooray!
Okay, we're done. Hooray!
All right. So, where was we, Danny?
we got to $200 for Broad. Oh no, DM powers, $50.
Oh yeah, for Boobo.
I guess we could have just finished that.
I thought that's what's
For every
Diva was going to do that.
for every $100 we hit, we face a boss level monster. When we reach $200, we get a cool thing called Broaden Horizons, where the player characters get to create something in the universe that they can discover later. When we hit $300, that's catastrophe level.
Catastrophe.
And then if we hit $400, that is a miracle. And then $500, I want to say, is a curse.
Something like that.
Ooh, I don't like that.
A cursicle.
And then
Yeah,
if
sure.
$100, the storyline goes as Danny intended it to.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Do I get a rewind button?
No. An undo.
And everything that you do donate goes directly back into our studio, which allows us to continue to create content for you guys and also pays the rent on the studio, as well as internet, electricity, and all the stuff that we still need over there, even though we're not there right now. So thank you guys. We really appreciate everything that you have done for us and allowing us to play. That said,
Speaking of playing,
where were you? Right. Speaking of playing, so most recently, you all last week were you faced off against giant magical. Thank you for the sub, Rubber Ducky. Make a random polyurethane aquatic bird.
Fun.
Hi, Rubber Ducky.
Rubber Ducky.
You're the one.
Hooray, hooray. So you all faced off against General Rothbow one last time before slaughtering him. You were able to save the king. The king was able to dispense a couple gifts to Starheart. Let me see what else. It was mentioned that you might want to spend some time with Loasi, who is a sort of a spiritual advisor within the Quailier. Something of like a... Lionhead Gaming, thank you for the host.
Jinx.
Echo. Did we want to say how we distributed those gifts?
Absolutely, if you haven't already.
Who got what? Because we did
Yes.
that off. We did that off barriers.
Oh, we did.
I got the cloak of displacement.
I took the necklace of the lyre bird.
What was the name of my thing?
I
Which one
don't
was it?
remember what I took
The
either.
cloak of flying, but it had like a cooler name than what I'm
Oh.
calling it.
Feathered cape of flying.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Feathered cape of flying goes to Bubo, so I can fly with Dumaril.
And I have what essentially is boots of elven kind.
Why, boo?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. The
I have bestowed upon you my boots, good sir.
What did I take? I
And
don't
then I
remember.
think you took. Did you take the gloves of the harpy? I don't have you written down for anything.
I don't either.
I thought you got the gloves of the harpy because you wanted to. grip
I
it.
like,
that's
I
right.
like your gloves though, because you gave. I can have 2 sets of gloves.
Oh, I don't know. Can you?
I don't know.
Switch gloves depending on what you want to do.
I guess yeah.
Yeah, you might have to equip and unequip.
And then there's still the cassowary up for grabs.
What's that?
The jump
Yeah.
set.
Oh wait, no, that's what I took. I took that one because I wanted to be able to like basically fly because I'm so tiny.
Did you take both?
I think I put the glove. We put the gloves in your bag.
Okay.
I took
we'll just
the
say the gloves are in Nitsage's bag.
And what do the gloves do?
They're like grip strength. They like can hold someone.
Make a grapple.
Maybe I'll take it. Yeah.
grappling
All right,
gloves.
they're in my bag of holding. I'll put those in there.
Fabulous. So yeah, the king was mentioning to you that the dragons are all but extinct. They were mostly hunted off the planet. This is specifically a Starheart conversation. No one else was in the room for that. Hush arrived again in order to initially pay his favor to Starheart, but that was apparently a misunderstanding.
Wait, what was I in the room for?
The conversation with the king that you had with the king.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Trying to see where I wrote that down. Okay, I had a good conversation with him. Okay. It's somewhere. I'm sure I know things. Shut your mouth.
Liger Zero Death, thank you for the resub.
Yeah, thank you for the sub. Valen says he made you nearly cry. Yep, just water, gone, whoosh, splashy splash. It was a good scene. I was actually pretty happy. It was a
That was
good time.
a good scene.
Wait, what happened?
Who knows? You know, someday you'll remember.
Give me like 3 words, like just 3 words.
He gave you the gift of hope.
Ah.
Gave you a petrified dragon egg.
Yeah, he gave you a dragon egg and he gave you a thingamajig thing that does stuff that you asked for.
Oh, there we go. I did write hope.
Oh, the truth teller.
You named the egg hope, I think.
Yeah, I did name the egg hope. Okay, I remember everything now.
Okay.
Everything.
No, I remember like 2 things. I remember like.
You remember the important things. So you all know now that you've all had a long rest, so you're all fine, finally. Pardon me.
Yes. About time.
And you know that your ships are coming in a day. So the Sweet Leaf is on its way, as well as the ship carrying the Quailem. They were able to commandeer one on the West Coast, so they're coming to you now that they are free of their curse. Batman, thank you very much. Danny, you decide how far this should go. Oh, God. As Bubo dons the cloak of flying, he suddenly realizes the cloak has a personality. It almost recognizes Bubo and will do all it can to protect its new owner. Oh, I like that.
It's
I don't trust it.
it's Doctor Strange's
Doctor
cloak.
Strange's cape.
Yeah.
Ah!
I was so afraid halfway through that.
I know that. And then we
Thank you,
kept
Beard,
reading.
Batman.
Thank you for terrifying us and then resolving that.
Yeah. So, Bubo, you've now taken off your kick-ass cloak.
Oh, it's not far.
Right, yeah. So you had a cloak that could look like any kind of cloak, which was kind of cool. But now you have a cape, and it's feathers, and like every row of feathers is from a different species of heart beast. So it's like this almost like rainbow plumage, which is it's a bold statement, but it works for Bubo because it matches like kind of the gaudiness of the rest of your armor and your get-ups and stuff. But it's still very pretty. Like the craftsmanship is insane. But yeah, ooh, yes. Yeah, and there is something as you put it on that feels familiar. Like you've seen it before. And it seems to sort of like as you cinch it sort of grips around your shoulders in a sort of gentle embrace.
And I immediately want to do that like standard superhero like float with like 1 foot up, almost in releve, and just like, and just like floating there.
Yeah,
superhero like.
you do so. Yeah, and it looks like wind has caught the feathers, even though there's no wind blowing in this room. It's just like, it just looks so very neat.
Well, this is exciting.
Boobo, are you not gonna be walking anymore ever?
Oh no, I need to get to work out, keep my figure for all the portraits. And now statues, Mebo. And as I look to him, I've handed him my other cloak. So now he's wearing that cloak that can be anything.
He has willed it to look like the rest of his body, so it looks like metal, but it still flows like cloth. It's pretty neat.
I want it to like flow like 8-bit metal, where it's like. So it's like, that's odd. All right, strange. No, I'll continue to walk, but boy, is this cool.
That's pretty cool.
If I knew who Jean Grey was, I would say I feel like Jean Grey right now.
Who's Jean Grey?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You look like a superhero.
What's a superhero?
There could be illustrations that were written in panels and then sold in shops, and you could be them.
Yeah, more than likely. People have done a lot of portraits of me.
It's true. And now you'll
I've
be
seen it.
floating in your portraits.
Isn't it wonderful? Now I can fly with Dumero and take off into the skies.
Mastery of the skies.
And as you even think about flying, the cape sort of like billows into itself and then billows back out, and all those feathers form the constructs of wings behind your back. And then it drapes back down. since
And
you
they look
decided not to.
they look probably like owl's wings, maybe to kind of match my heart beast. A little bit.
Yeah, it seems fairly well synced to your personality. Almost very oddly so.
Well, this is cool. What else did you guys get? This is amazing. I got a cloak. I can fly. I'd like to test it.
I'll activate the necklace of the liar. Well, now I can sound like you, Boobo.
Well, that's impressive.
Well, thank you.
It sounds like somebody named Brian to me, but it's fine.
Mebo's like,
There's 2 of you?
so you're all in the college, so you kind of have free reign of the entire building, of any place you want to go, or really the entire town. Everything's calmed down in the last several hours. The king has recovered mostly from his wounds. You can tell his neck is still sensitive, but the rest of his body is fine. He's already getting back to work. He's in a deeper chamber within the college now, starting to basically rule from afar, from like a secure location, as he sort of sorts through who he can trust and who he can't trust.
How are you feeling today, King Nelka?
I am very well. Thank you for visiting me. I'm glad I made it, and I have all of you to thank for it. I would give you more gifts, but I think I've
There's more
run
gifts?
fresh out. No, most of them were destroyed when the tower fell.
Well, if you rebuild them, then you know where I'm standing right here.
We are extremely grateful for the gifts you've already bestowed on us, and we don't require anything else.
Certainly.
How long does it take Gildan to come back?
Oh, well, they were able to compress him back into an egg.
Oh, they found him.
They did. Lots of other ashes as well, so it took the better part of the evening to piece it together. But once the egg formed, the pain in my heart stopped. So,
Oh, good.
Andre, I appreciate your assistance in this, and the ambassadors as well. Give them my thanks.
Of course.
You're welcome.
Are you Andre?
Your Majesty, where can we find Loasi?
Loasi should be in his hut. He's on one of the spires, the southeast spire. They just follow the wooden trail to his hut, and you should be able to speak with him. But if you do go that way, be careful. We have had, not attacks exactly, but we've had warnings of danger throughout the entire island recently from a group calling themselves the Wing Feathers.
Yes.
Like mine?
Yes, just like yours.
Are they any worse than a winged electrical bird?
Well, I couldn't tell you because I've yet to meet any of them. I do most of my ruling from inside. Not by choice, it's what I am advised to do.
Yes, sorry, it was kind of a joke.
Ha ha ha! Thank you.
Can't you see that man has been traumatized?
Your Grace, are there any insignia markers we can look out for these wing feather group members?
Yes, they tend to. They either leave paintings of actual wing feathers or the curved barbacells that are part of it. For they call their agents barbacells. We know this much. But their leader, they call them the Rakis, which is also my title. It is a common title for leaders within Lear. But if we can find the Rakis, perhaps we could at least parley with them and find a way to peace without violence.
Mr. Your Majesty,
Yes.
what is a barbacelk?
A barbacell is a piece of the feather that allows it to interlock and create a better structure, allowing for lift.
Okay, thank you.
Literally, Feather Anatomy 101.
You know what? I'm not a bird. Do I look like a bird? I
Nope.
don't know about the
It's
anatomy
fine.
of birds.
It's okay. Just telling you.
Thank you.
Bird. Feather.
Your Majesty, have they made any kind of demands? Like, do you know what they want?
I know that they are pushing for us to open our oceanic borders so that we can have more people basically visit us. They want us to drop our security on all of the Green Isles so that people can visit. They want free trade. They want people to be able to come and go as they please.
Well, that's alongside of what you want too, right?
What I want is less important than what my advisors want or the heads of the guilds want.
Well, have you ever, and I mean this with all respect, have you ever considered that maybe your advisors are wrong?
It is very possible, but they also are in control of many people of their own. Now, if we could find a meeting or a way to meet with the Rakis, if you are able to find this person, tell them that I'm willing to speak with them openly in court or something along those lines, I would appreciate it. But I'm worried that they might start taking things into their own hands.
What is it called when you're a representative of a land and you speak to another group?
An ambassador?
Ambassador.
Yes, I accept the role as ambassador to the king, to you, and I will speak with the Raki.
I appreciate the gesture.
Oh,
Little one.
you're so welcome.
But I shall pass on your offer.
Oh, you sure?
I'm fairly certain. Captain Stone,
Yes, Your Grace.
would you be able to set up a meeting if you're able to find them?
I'd be happy to.
Thank you.
Your Majesty, what makes you think that we will have any sort of influence with turning their heads or motivating them to have a meeting with us?
I'm good at turning heads.
He is. Have you seen his face? It's gorgeous.
I can fly now.
I'm not certain, but I know I cannot leave this building for a very long time. But I trust a lot of you.
Is there someone that you do trust in your guards that have already been assigned to keeping watch for them that can give us a little more information on where we might find them? Or
Yoshio has proved most loyal so far.
oh yes,
Yes, Yoshio has been he's been patrolling the outer spires and the woods to try and find any sort of base camp or anything like that, and he's been unable to. But he and his guard are also fending them back. They are making light attacks for supplies and that sort of thing as we move in from village to village, from tower to tower.
Well, why don't we set up a trap then? Set up some supplies in order to draw them out. They attack the supplies. We either let them have it and we follow them back, Or we take them then and there as prisoners and force them to tell us.
Not a bad idea.
Are they known for attacking or ransacking new ships coming in?
They've left the ports mostly alone. This is more about taking over our island problems, island resources, as opposed to the things coming in and out. They don't want to interrupt trade. You see, they want to embrace it. But try to be careful with them. I don't consider them enemies exactly. There have been no casualties. Once Yoshio and his men descend upon them, they tend to disappear. And they've never aimed to kill. They've never slaughtered anyone.
What if we act like we want to join them?
That is also an option.
Infiltrate their ranks.
Well, you are particularly infamous around here, so it's a possibility that they might take you as someone that the rest of us would not want here. I'm speaking hypothetically. I want you here.
Oh, do you? It's been a while, Your Majesty.
Well, I was misinformed, wasn't I?
Quite a bit.
Your Majesty, we do have, for lack of a better term, bigger fish to fry, but if we come across any of them, we'll be sure to do our best.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, our time here is probably a bit constrained, but we shall certainly try. You mentioned advisors, Your Grace. I wonder if I might ask you questions about Elish Basir.
Certainly.
I understand he was your father's hand and advisor. Were you old enough when he was with your father to understand or catch on to anything that might prove as a weakness or give us the upper hand on him? Perhaps when he was in a more human state?
He was always very even-keeled, very measured in all approaches. But the only time I ever saw him lose his focus was when my cousin Naya was also in the halls.
Ubo, you have a statue of her.
No, we don't.
I don't.
It was on the Sweet Leaf one.
But that's who you're talking about, Naya. The cousin or something.
Yes, she is my cousin. I haven't seen her for a very long time.
Does anyone know what happened to her?
Well, Beauregard, should I tell them, or would you like to tell them?
If we must go down this route, by all means. I'd like to hear it from your point of view.
Certainly. You see, Bubo was engaged to be wed to my
Starheart
cousin.
knew it!
I knew it! I called it and I knew it! I knew it! I called it! I called it and I knew! Okay, I'm sorry. This isn't appropriate.
Yes, apologies. Sorry.
Yes, not what this is about.
Now, Bubo, at this point in time, had been accused of all of his crimes because now I understand he was no longer willing to be under the thumb of General Rothbo. And to spare Naya the shame of being connected to such a criminal, Bubo fled the island. What you did, Beauregard, after that, I do not know exactly, but...
It's probably better that you don't know
I understand.
exactly the details. But hey, at least you've got that part correct for once.
Yes, well, Naya's heart was broken. But only for a time. It was a little after that she disappeared again. And no one had seen her since then.
Really? Oh, that information hasn't gotten to me. As far as I knew, she was safe and sound and could possibly moved on.
Well, she could be alive. She could be here. She could be anywhere. But as I say, no one has seen her.
Who was the last?
A week after your wedding was supposed to occur, she left the island, left the public eye. She stopped coming to court.
Who was the last to have had contact with her?
I imagine it was me.
And what were the last things that she said? Obviously, you had no idea that she was going to disappear. But now, in hindsight, does anything strike you as unusual?
She mentioned something about the sea, but I don't. I don't know. I wasn't, like you say, I was never expecting her to leave. So I regret I did not absorb that conversation in the same way one might absorb a goodbye.
That's fine.
Going to sound like an odd request. Does she do, Danny, do anything like record players or anything like that exist in this world?
There might be like sort of like diaries within gems, that sort of thing. Like, so spoken records would be stored in objects such as that. But as far as the mechanical approach to that, no, those wouldn't exist.
Gotcha. This is a bit of a personal question, Your Grace. Do you know if Princess Naya had any audio gems? What am I trying to say? Memoir gems or anything like that?
If she did, she would have taken them with her. Her room was mostly emptied by the time she left. Yes, she and her heart beast were gone faster than anything. She's always been a quick one.
Is her room? May I see it? Oh no!
Of course. Yes, I've left it as it was in the event that she does return.
All right. Thank you so much.
He stands up and he walks you over there. Guards fall in line and follow you to the room.
Are they her rooms in the college?
Good point.
It fell.
Yeah, it's probably destroyed.
Okay.
But you know, she was an avid student, so we'll say she also had a room here. So he'll take you to her basically her dormitory, similar to like what Nitsage's room was, but it was hers, and he's never opened it for a new student.
Okay.
So he has Billaman open the gate for you.
Do you all want to come with me, or do you have other things you need to do?
No, I can come. In fact, if we find anything in there, Andre might be able to find out where she is.
I can scry on her now if someone was able to tell me what she looked like.
Well, I saw her statue.
That is true.
She's very pretty.
Who wrote that statue very accurate of her?
You all are wanting to know what a statue looked like when in fact I was engaged to the woman. How about I just tell you what she looked like?
Well, then tell us what she looked like.
If that's what you want.
Do you want to find her?
No.
Inside check.
Pretty obvious.
No, I made it obvious. You don't need to insight you.
Well, the fact that she is gone, I mean, that's a missing person. That's someone of royal family. She's important. Whether or not you had any dealings with her anyway, I mean, we could at least find out where she is,
but
tell the
also,
proper authorities.
As you so aptly put it as well, Aura, we only have so much time. How much time do we really be needing to spend on a wild goose chase?
True love is the most important time of all the times, and the answer is...
Right. Yes, that's great. How much time?
I'm not saying we drop everything and look for her now. I'm just saying, since we're here, let's poke around the room and see if we can find any clues. And maybe tell Andre what she looks like in great detail.
Is Nelka still here?
Yeah. He walked with you to this room.
Mr. Your Majesty.
Your Highness.
Oh, it's coming back to me now. May I inquire who is to, not that I'm going to do anything to hasten this answer to the question. I want to see it now. Who is heir to your throne, please?
Well, funny you should ask. If I would have died, Naya would have been next in line. I have no children. I have no siblings. She is of royal blood. It would have gone to her. If anyone could have found her.
Do you know if there's anyone who would want to keep you in power, or if she had any radical ideas for the advancement of civilization, which some people would not want to ascribe to?
As we all look at Starheart, she just said all that. That made perfect sense.
I must admit I had not thought of this.
Well, I'm a
But
deep
it is
thinker
possible.
sometimes. Yeah, it could be.
Well, as far as people wanting to keep me in power, as I say, the guild masters enjoy me, but as far as the attitudes of the people, that seems to ebb and flow depending on the day and the taxes.
One last question for you, Your Grace. Did Naya, how did she regard Elish when he was in his...
He always made her very uncomfortable. You see, Elish was old even when we were children. He was easily...
Excuse me.
He was easily over 1,000 years old at this time. He's one of the oldest Quai alive. But he was always kind to me, and he was always kind to my father. And one day he left, and we heard what he had become.
Did he have a nickname for Naya?
No, he just called her Naya. It was just the way he looked at her.
All right.
Pussycat.
Mr. Your Majesty.
Oh, thanks for the sub, short trooper. Who's that guy? I just needed the emotes, okay?
Mr. Your Majesty,
Yes.
you said he looked at her. Do you think... Was he in this emotion?
To be honest with you, I'm not certain he is capable of love. But it was something along those lines, but less tasteful.
Obsession?
Yes. Now, Naya was a beautiful young woman and drew the eye of many Lear and Quai from all the Isles. But with his role, it was very inappropriate.
Well, let's just give the room a quick search, and then if we can't find anything, I know we have other business to attend to.
Yes, let's.
All right. I would like to do an investigation check, and as a rogue, I'm looking for secret compartments, hidden little cupboards.
I'd like to look around also for. She's a college, student. Notes that she might have taken in her books, if they're still there and whatnot.
Cool. Yeah. Investigation checks, please. Thanks
I
for
would
the
like
follow.
Roll.
For super.
I would like to wait outside.
I will wait politely with Bubo.
Andre, I'm going to use a reroll.
Okay.
18 for me.
18 for me.
18. Great. You each find something. So you're going around looking for compartments, and you go into her desk drawer. Again, this is essentially a study with a cot. There's not too much in this room. It's lightly personalized. You see that there are sort of elements of honeybees and hummingbirds, and some sketches of various wildlife and greenery across. But as you reach into one of the drawers and you find a latch, not unlike the latch that was on your own ship and your own desk, which kind of gives you oh, that's pretty neat. Something plops into your hand, and it's a little bitty, little rolled up note, piece of parchment. And then Nitsage, you find a handful of wing feathers from a bird, from a large bird, as a matter of fact.
Are they barbicils?
They have barbicels on them, for they are wing feathers.
A big winged feather?
Mm-hmm.
Slow-mo camo, thanks for the follow.
Hello.
Hey, thank you.
Secret feathers.
I hold up these feathers. How big?
Yeah, like a foot and a half. They're large. And Bubo, you're waiting outside, right? Okay.
What? Bubo. Oh. I walk outside.
I'm outside. You can,
I walk outside.
I can hear you.
Bubo, what was her heart beast?
It's a great question.
So her heart beast was a humming bee. So it's a hummingbird and a bee. So these feathers would not belong.
God, terrifying, by the way. Wings that fast with a stinger.
Mm-hmm.
Get it away from me!
Sharp beak, sharp stinger, same length. Basically like a little ball in the middle.
Love it.
Very
I
cute.
love
Could be
it.
adorable or terrifying.
Hey, Doc! Thanks for the sub. 28 months. It seems
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Holy cramp.
Donkey.
These feathers are not.
It's a humming bee, by the way.
Right, these feathers are not from a humming bee.
No. They're giant. Look at them. Much too large.
They are. They're in her room.
That's why I didn't want to go in there.
Were those left by the wing feathers?
You sound very low right now.
Nom, nom, nom.
Were those?
I'm trying to use a new mic because it has better.
Mikiness.
Yeah, exactly.
Were those wing feather? Are they wing the feathers of the?
By the group, I don't know. I don't know.
Like feathers. Down feathers.
Is there a way to tell?
Unless we know their calling card, I don't know their.
Their calling card's a feather. Z.
Typically drawn on walls. Left is artwork or graffiti.
Oh, I thought the king said also just the barber.
The title of the people who work for the Rakkus of this group, they call themselves Barbicels.
Yeah.
For their elements of like the central portion of a feather.
Can one of you spell that for me? Because I tried to Google it and Google gave me like shaving cream or
It's
something.
Barbasol. Barbicel.
I tried to spell it.
Barbie cell.
B-A-R-B-I-S.
Do these feathers look like they could have been from Rothbone's heart beast?
No, so his heart beast was solid black. So I will describe the feathers a little bit. They're very large with very wide plumage, but they're also kind of spotted with little elements of green. Very distinct, but not one that you could place immediately.
And I do I don't know if this would be a history check or something to see if I recognize it for any reason. I mean, I don't think I do, but
I think in this case you. Make a nature check.
I take over that and do that since I am attached to birds.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you do that.
I was going to do that anyway,
do
but you
it.
spoke faster than me.
Yeah, you do.
All right. Rolling. It's fantastically terrible.
I'm gonna roll anyway. Can I roll anyway?
Yeah.
Oh, looks like I have a reroll.
Can I roll to see maybe what kind of animal it came off of?
Certainly.
That's what we're doing right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. So it's a history.
But nature is what I roll.
History, nature, or I would say like animal handling. Any of those three that you're good at. I think.
Oh, then I want to do it with the animal handling then in that case. Jiminy Christmas.
I rolled an unnatural 20 then.
Also
So,
good.
I'm going to interrupt the rolls there because I know how I want this to work. So, you two are like, you're like super like investigating this thing. Starheart like walks over to the window and looks down at the port and sees matching feathers on a heart beast like down at the
just by sheer luck.
Yeah, total dumb luck.
That's exactly what we're going to do.
That's perfect.
And it looks you can tell Starheart that it is a
Thanks for the resub, Uber.
Thanks, Uber.
Thank you, Uber.
So it's an ostrich quail. So it's got that nice kind of soft rounded head at the top. So, but the same sort of neck length and the huge plumage elsewhere, especially in the back.
Oh, beautiful.
Large wings,
That sounds
and it's all harnessed up with a saddle. So this heart piece is also ridden, and it's kind of marching back and forth across the docks.
Is it like a chocobo? That's what it is in my brain.
Yeah, I mean, as far as how you would ride it and everything, yeah, it's basically an ostrich quail chocobo.
Chocobo. It's got to have the theme.
By the way, the port is really far away, so you've got like freakishly good eyesight in this moment.
Sweet!
It's like zoom, zooms in on it.
Hey, I found it!
What?
I know where it came from.
And how would you know?
The brilliant mind that is the magnificent, glorious me.
I try not to question her anymore. I just
I'm still questioning her. That makes no sense.
No, I agree.
Explain yourself.
Look.
I'm gonna look.
And then I point out the window.
Oh, well, I'll be damned. There it is. Is that the exact heart beast? Could it be?
Unique.
Is it she?
I also found this, and I'll unroll the letter really quick.
Mm-hmm. You open it, and you notice that it's written in Kwai. So I don't know if you speak or read it.
I don't think I do. Nope.
Want to give it to Boo or
Yes.
Message?
Oh,
I'll hand it to Nitsage because he's right here.
okay. Here we are. I kind of want to keep my eye on that ostrich at the same time. Just kind of remember
you
where
see
that was.
The first word is Bubo.
Oh,
It's a letter. And the letter can.
Ubo.
Perhaps he should read it then.
This is for you.
Yeah, read it.
All right.
I'm not going to look at it.
Says, Bubo, you've disappointed me for the last time. You left me here. You disappointed my family, my cousin, our country. You left us here with nothing, with no heir and no future. I will take it in my own hands to fix the Quailir without you.
Without you. Signed.
Naya.
A broken-hearted woman. That's who signed that piece of paper.
It is dated, though, within the week immediately after the wedding. Or, when the wedding should have taken place. So this is an old note.
Can I look at the handwriting that I saw from the different notes in her book with the handwriting from the letter?
Or I could look at it. I wouldn't know her handwriting.
Oh, by all means. Yeah. Sure, I'll hand it to you, but I still want to look.
Yeah, we could both.
Yeah, it matches.
Oh. Sorry.
If only it were that easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look at you and I realize what you're doing. Yeah, I wish she didn't write it either, but she did.
Bubo,
That's me.
did Naya have a cousin that was a lem?
Not that I recall at this very second.
Or any family member that was a lem? Why were the lems so important to her?
Wait, didn't she say she wanted to save the Kwai? Isn't that what?
Quailir.
Quite
Right,
there.
Lear, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was like, where are you going with this? 'Cause I'm confused.
Lear.
The Lears in general. All of us.
She wants to. What are the notes say again? Sorry.
She's going, in her mind, she's going to save the Quailir herself without the help of Bubo.
What were you planning on? How are you planning on saving the Quailir?
That answer left with Naya. That's beyond me. I thought I was just marrying into the royal family. It must be her perception of the events that occurred.
What if she's doing what we're doing? We're trying to stop Elish Basir. What if she's trying to stop Elish Basir? What if he has her right now because he's obsessed with her and actually wants to marry her and rule the world? We should find him. I'm right on this. I know it. I know it. I know it. I feel it in my bones.
Just because you magically looked out the window and found the heart beast doesn't mean that this is also true.
No, it is. I prophesize it. It shall be.
Well,
We can take care of this with one simple solution.
What's that?
Andre?
Yes. I was waiting for you to ask.
Oh, you're gonna do your magic seeing the thing.
That's exactly right, yes.
Oh, right, and you need to know what she looks like.
Yes.
Correct.
Or
None of
if-
these pictures.
That's true, yeah. I look around the room and look at portraits of her.
There is a portrait of her and Bubo that the frame is smashed, but it's like on the ground. It had been removed from the wall.
There it is. That's a.
Can I ask just for myself, was it smashed by Naya in a fit of passion?
You don't know. It's just a smashed portrait.
Oh, it is in my mind.
I take it immediately, roll it up, and put it in my pocket.
Can't waste a good portrait.
Like this one belongs to me. By the way, she's 5 inches taller than me at 6'5", has beautiful teal skin, almost matching mine, but complementing it perfectly. Her hair is a beautiful silver, much more brilliant than mine. Her eyes sparkle like the ocean that's attached to the sea right out front of the harbor.
What about her lips? What do they look like?
They were fantastic. Leave it at that.
Bubo, if you don't mind, and I take the lyre necklace off and I put it on him, would you speak her voice to us?
It's been so long.
Try.
I can try.
What's the lyre necklace do?
It mimics sounds. Mimics someone's voice you've heard before.
This is gonna be weird.
I proceed to pick up the letter that she wrote in an attempt to get something that words that would have come from her.
Right.
And I read it out loud. Danny, does it work?
It does work. Yeah, you would never have forgotten her voice. And she's, I'll change the words because I've already forgotten. But essentially it's, Bubo, you've let me down for the last time. I'm going to save the Quailier on my own without you. Goodbye! I don't know.
Wow, that's weird.
I rip the necklace off in a way that doesn't damage it and throw it to the ground. Are we done here?
Yes.
Almost.
Bubo,
What?
I pull out my little notebook and I said, "It was you who told me to never stop dancing, and you told me to stump them. You need to stump her from whatever kind of danger that she might be in or the attitude that she might have had toward you with the information that she received, which we all know was false. These are your words."
Did you
And I
write
wanna-
did you write those down?
Yeah, I did.
Like
They're right
you
there.
let her. Oh my. You're
And-
wrong. You're
I-
not wrong. You're not wrong.
And as Bubo would say, it's time to give her the gloves.
Ha. That's-
Bubo, it's time to give her the gloves.
It's a good thing I'm fresh out of gloves.
We have another pair. They're in Aura's bag.
It was a
Metaphor.
Metaphor.
No, it is.
Right, oh, we don't actually have to give her gloves. Great, because I was out of them.
well. I need to make a quick trip down to the harbor. If anyone,
Andre,
Yes.
We need
did you
to
get all you needed?
Yes, should be fine. I grab out my scrying eye and I begin to concentrate on everything I know about Naya.
Okay. And you would be able to centralize on her knowing all that you know?
Yes.
Sweet. So
your eye takes you out.
Does she have to make a saving roll?
She does.
Oh, probably.
Only if she's being.
Only if she's aware that you're doing it.
Let me see.
No. I think you just have to make it.
No, I think the way Mercer does it is different than what it says.
Oh,
in the,
is it?
in
Okay,
the
sorry,
book,
sorry.
though.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me look at the spell.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll roll anyway so that I am ready.
Did you get it?
No.
You can see and hear a particular creature you choose that is in the same plane of existence as you. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target and the sort of physical connection you have to it. If a target knows you're casting the spell, it can fail the save voluntarily if it wants to be observed.
Okay. And it appears near them, correct? It's not going to like take you there. It's going to appear in their space.
It's basically like a little window into the world. They're where they are. I get to peek in and see what they're doing.
Check. You see Naya sitting behind a desk. Her silver hair, her teal skin, her oceanic eyes, which perfectly match the harbor that you just peeked out the window before. And she seems to be laying out pieces on a map of the island of Lear. And she has attendants near her who are also, they're sort of armed up. They have masks on. They have cloth around their heads that match most of the colors of the trees nearby. And she's giving directions. You're able to see not here or see and here?
And here.
And here. All right, there's a new shipment coming in. They're headed north. We just need enough for food. We need enough to eat. And then we shall... Today's the day. We're going to do it. We're going to drop the wall. The Green Isles will be open for all.
Who just said this?
Naya.
Going to drop the wall.
Okay.
Do we all hear that or just him?
Just him.
Just him.
Just him.
Copy that.
Well, good news. She's alive.
Of course she's alive.
She's still on the island as well.
Really?
Do you know that for sure?
At least from the conversation she was having.
What did you see?
It's possible that we know now who the leader of these band of mercenaries that were out in the woods. From what I gathered, she's had a conversation with her people around her that was they are expecting a new shipment that is coming in, and something about today is the day when they finally drop the wall and the island is free to everyone.
She is the leader of the Winged Feathers.
It's
She is. No,
Don't
she
wanna-
has to be.
Jump to conclude. Did you see? I mean, we don't know what they look like, but I mean, did you see any kind of winged feathers memorabilia or?
Yeah, they all have T-shirts on of their group logo.
Did I
Who
notice
would do such a thing?
Did I notice any kind of identifying marks around on her or anything like that?
An investigation check to see if you noticed anything.
You guys glad I pulled it?
20 non-natural.
20 non-natural. Yes. So most of the people in their deep green uniforms, that's all you can really see is the cloth and how they're sort of like the leaf patterns are woven into the fabric in a very convincing way. But one of them has their jacket open as they're still strapping armor underneath, and you're able to see a very similar, actually identical feather tucked in to their chest as they begin to wrap things up.
I would say wholeheartedly that it is definitely that group.
So I was right again.
Did she say where the shipment was coming from?
No, she did not. Just that they were expecting it, and it sounded like from the north.
You did say, yes.
Yes. They're expecting it from the north, and it's... At least the way the intention was, it sounded much more like they were going to ambush someone.
Are there many trade routes north into the city, or what trade would be coming from north?
So, Nitzig, you would know that the northern road is basically from spire to spire. It's within the country, within the island. It's not even a long stretch of road. It's just basically, it's like, all right, we receive things from the port, we process them, and anything that needs to go further up into the island will then travel on that road. So it's a general sort of goods.
I think she's asking about the amount of ports. Oh, that could help too. But are there many ports up north?
No, there's only the one port, and that's
that's
the eastern or southeast facing port.
Do we know of any literal wall? Like Bubo and I know of any literal wall that?
Yeah. So the walls of the Green Isles are essentially it's an archipelago that is under the control of the kings and queens of the island, or at least there is a mechanism that allows them to lower them, to raise them, to allow ships in or block them, which is why when they say no one comes in without permission, they mean it, because you will be shipwrecked if you attempt to go through. So
like
it's
legit wall.
Yeah, so this is why you needed that rite of passage. Otherwise, you guys would
go through the wall
straight down to the bottom. Yeah,
and that wall it encircles all of the Green Isles.
Yes, but each individual isle is in charge of their own portion of that wall. So if they're doing something on this island, you would assume that they're probably only going to drop the one, but that would allow ships into all, because basically they would bypass and be able to spread out and around.
Well, we have some heading into their plans. We could let the king know.
And we keep an eye on the bird too, because obviously that bird is pretty integral to their group, perhaps. Someone's heart beast.
Yeah, there are some heartbeats that are the same.
Yeah, it is a possibility. Yeah, there are duplicate species around. It's not unheard of.
Yes, but I can keep an eye on that the heart beast.
Are we still in the room?
Yeah.
I'm just writing something down. I'm wondering. Oh, you go.
No, go ahead.
I don't know if this would be investigation or what, but a check to see if I can see any recent like footprints or the like. If anyone has been in this room recently, other than the feather, because we don't know how long the feathers have been here. Is that correct?
Yeah, sure. Make an investigation check.
And then I'm gonna cast my Bubo, she may not be the person that you knew so long ago.
No, this sounds exactly like her.
Oh, very ambitious.
Mm-hmm.
But
You have no idea.
But she sounds like her group has been peaceful thus far. So it's not like she's militant.
That's true.
No, I believe her intentions are all good and well.
Well, if hers, her and the cousin, and her cousin, the king, obviously have very similar beliefs on what the Green Isles should do with trade and prosperity. I don't see why it would be difficult for us to get a meeting between both of them.
Well, it's because the king has advisors that want to keep the place more of a capitalist society that hinders the lower man, whereas Naya wants to embrace all cultures and open the walls.
Why don't we just kill all the ambassadors? I'm kidding.
I just thought of something that we might want to hurry up getting to the feather people. They mentioned that something about today is the day and the shipment is coming in. Our shipment is coming in today. We might lose the boat if something goes wrong.
Ours is not coming in from the north.
No.
Right?
No.
Correct. Yours is coming in to the one and only port in the
That's what I was
southeast.
trying to find out.
I
Yeah.
rolled 14 each depth.
Yep. Thank you. So you fully examine, and like the king said, no one's been in this room for a very, very long time. You're assuming he was correct in saying that it hasn't been unlocked or opened since she left.
Daniel, is that correct? That's not where our ship's coming from, right?
Right. Yeah, it's not coming from the north, if that was the question.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Which direction was that bird that we saw out the window?
Straight-
At the port. So, yeah.
Can we
Southeast.
take the feathers with us?
Yeah. I mean, you got him.
I'd like to cast Arcane Eye and shoot it off toward the bird.
What distance do you have on that?
It's 30 feet every turn, but it's
It can be really far from you.
yeah. There's no limit to how far away from you the eye can move.
Dope.
So I'm gonna launch that, and then try and keep an arcane eye bird, up to an hour.
Sure. You don't have to do it even for that long. So you get the eye and whooshes out toward the port, and you see the ostrich quail kind of just hopping up and down across the docks until you see a quai just hop on its back. He's boop boop boop. He wears silk cloth under light wooden armor. And you notice it could be like a type of bamboo or something like that. This dude is built to move, which isn't uncommon for Quailier. But he's got a fairly stern-looking face, but he kind of hops on it, and he's starting to leave the dock area and starting to head north, which would bring him by the tower that you're at in order for him to cross and go north to the road that was mentioned on the map.
There is a gentleman who hopped on the bird and took off north. I mean, I don't know.
We might be able to intercept him.
Perhaps.
Sounds like he's headed straight to their secret lair.
Well, they're far away, and we're still in the college.
Well, some of you can fly.
All right, I've got a great caper. Doomerill
One
can
of us
go.
can fly.
Why
With
don't
the
we-
word "fly" being mentioned so many times, you can feel the cape. Like, yeah, woo.
Perhaps
Okay, that is
Hailstorm could take
awesome.
Starheart, perhaps Doomeril can take Andre, and Andre, you have that sphere for travel, don't you?
I do. We can teleport within a few. Well, I don't know. DM.
Yeah.
It worked to a teleportation circle. Will it work to anywhere else, or would it be like a probability of possibly not being there correctly?
The second one.
That's what I thought. Hey, brings bastard.
Bastard.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the raid.
Oh, well, I can easily help us out in a.
You can.
So
For a
yes,
sec-
I could teleport us there. It's just not any guarantee that I'll make it there.
On behalf of
we don't
Starheart.
even know where we're going.
No, that's so it's even less.
Well, we do know. We're going to the harbor where the ship
the
might
wall
be coming
is.
in.
I-
At least we can go from that port.
Well, would it
We know
make any
that's-
sense to go intercept this man that you saw on the quail ostrich?
Do we want to intercept him? Because if he's friends with Naya,
Yes, but
then
we
that
could-
might come across as we're her enemy, and we don't want to be that.
And I grab one of the feathers on the desk and I put it into my robe, and I was like, "But we can be friends with him."
I put one in my head.
oh my god, in my hair.
It's like forehead.
It's up there.
Stick one in my
Or we could just follow him and know exactly where their secret hideout is.
Yes, but it's worthwhile to have one of these on us just in case we ask.
That I agree with.
Starheart, can you send a message to? Did King Noka leave?
He's standing out in the hall while you all deliberate.
Oh, well, that's convenient. Let's let him know immediately and get on our way and see if we can't tail him.
Ah.
Ah, bird.
Feathers, tail. Haha.
Beak.
Do you want to tail him, or do you want my arcane eye to continue following?
Well,
as
same
fast as
thing
we
until we
can?
get out there.
Yes, we still need to catch up.
Catch up is what I can do.
Can you mustard?
While they're doing this, I'll go out in the hallway and warn King Nelka of everything that we found.
I knew that was coming. It was too good.
Hardliner.
Hardliner.
Mayonnaise, some corny jokes.
Oh, that one hurt. That hurt.
Let us continue after.
Tomato continue. Oh, excuse me, lettuce.
Boo.
You guys, you're making me crazy. All right. Okay.
Guys, you're full of baloney.
I go out in the hallway and tell King Nelka all this stuff we just
Yes.
I put my
he
hamburger-
particularly enjoys all the fucking sandwich puns. He's having a great time. And
I put my sandwich between two puns like everybody else does. Tell him, and then I'm gonna cast Arcane Gate on the floor and teleport us 500 feet.
Sharp step.
No, you can't. You're on the channel on Thursday.
Sucker.
Reeled you in.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna cast
Arcane Gate
Arcane Gate,
to get us far.
and that'll give us a little boost and close that.
Sure.
gap.
Yeah. So you portal it up, bloop, bloop, and you're trying to get are you trying to get right up on him or just behind him, a little ahead of him?
I mean, we've got the Arcane Eye, so maybe just
Nah, the
tail
Arcane-
him at a distance.
Arcane Eye is now gone
Oh.
because I cast Arcane Gate.
Oh.
Concentrate.
Well, how far, Danny? Well, how
we
far
see
is it?
it?
Because you said the harbor was far away.
Yeah.
We saw the bird at the harbor. I'm assuming
and it's
far away is
fast. So it's a land bird, but it is booking it. So it's moving very, very quickly. Like he's riding it like a galloping horse. So he's just taking off.
Old person.
We got those gloves. We have to get close to him.
All
We say as we run.
right. Well, so
Yeah.
poof there, and then I put a teleportation kind of on, like, maybe if I can see through the window, like the back side of a building where no one is kind of looking.
Sure. There are a few like residential like
Yeah.
houses and huts like up against some of the spires, and you find one that doesn't look like there's anybody in it right now. Like there's no lights on or anything like that. So you're up on a rooftop, and he's now currently like kind of speeding along behind you, heading north.
Jump in.
To latch onto the main road.
Oh, we're doing it again.
No, I don't have it. I don't have it again. That would be convenient.
What'd you say jump into then?
We've already jumped.
Okay. So we're now on a rooftop?
You're now on a rooftop near like the foundation half of a spire, looking down at the road as he's just like his ostrich quail is just like.
I'm thinking to Assassin's Creed this right now.
Just dive into the hay pile.
I was just gonna say, is there a haystack like right?
Yep. Acrobatics.
Oh, I'm really good at that.
Well, let's see.
I kind of wanted to do that. I really want to do that.
Are we all doing this? Run on rooftop?
Do I want
doing
to?
it.
Are you all jumping on him at the same
Doing it. I'm doing it.
Once they go, I cast Featherfall on them.
No, I want to jump. Okay, I jump. Can I roll for it? I'm rolling.
Oh, we're just
I don't know what
jumping
I'm rolling
building, or
for.
We're jumping building to building.
You can jump building to building. You can jump out of. You have options.
Oh, I have the
But,
jumpy gloves.
So
Can I take off my? Can I put on my jumpy gloves?
Yeah,
Put on my jumpy gloves. They're on.
your jumpy gloves.
there's no
Yeah.
jumping gloves.
It's not gloves.
jumping
It's
glove?
It's a ring. It's the
Oh,
ring.
I put on my jumpy ring.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't know how much my normal jump is, but this one, what was it? It was my strength. It's strength times 3 strength.
Mhm.
Okay, so I
'Cause I think was it your jump is like half your strength, and then this ring is tripling it. I think we decided.
yeah, tripling your strength either vertically or horizontally.
I'm gonna
Yes.
cast haste on myself and look at Starheart and be like, "Let's race you and I," and just bolt and take off and start
Okay.
going rooftop.
I jump.
rooftop.
Wait, do I
Awesome.
roll to jump? How do I jump?
So if you're going rooftop to rooftop, give me three dexterity checks, Aura, and then Starheart. Are you also going boom, 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 like rooftop,
Yeah.
rooftop? Or are you just trying to beeline it?
Yes to both.
You said dex checks or acrobatics?
Oh, acrobatics. Sorry, acrobatics. Yeah.
I am trying to get there in the quickest possible fashion, whatever that
Okay,
is.
so you're probably going to drop a little bit more like a rock. So this is going to be yours. Will be a dexterity check to see if you land on the ostrich or you don't.
Okay, and what am I rolling? Three?
Yeah, I don't have your sheet in front of me, so it would be your give me your strength modifier, or no, fuck, I forgot what we said.
You said it's strength times 3. So my strength is 13 plus 1, so 14 times 3.
I don't think it's your full strength though. I know it is. It uses the strength numbers, but I'm double
I
checking.
thought you said whole strength.
Well, I know we talked about this last week though. I don't remember.
Jump is half your distance.
Half your distance.
Half your
speed.
Half your speed. So if you have 30, you have 15 jump, but then you times that with the jump speed.
I don't know what my speed is.
Okay, so then
You're
40,
mine. So
45.
I have 25. You have 25.
So it's
Okay.
25. So is it 25 times 3?
No, you have half.
No,
of 25.
half your speed.
So what, 17.5?
No.
No, that is incorrect.
12. Your jump is now 36. So you're able to jump 36 feet. Like, phew.
But I still roll 3 times.
No, that's why I was asking you an either or question. Are you jumping from rooftop to rooftop, or are you trying to jump directly onto the ostrich?
Oh, jump directly onto the ostrich,
Okay, so yours will be a dexterity check.
which is a stupid thing to do, but
That
I'm
was our element of surprise.
Yeah,
so
right?
it's-
We don't need it.
Oh,
What'd you
well.
But you get feather falls.
Yeah.
So.
That's true.
quick.
Yeah, so you can land gracefully.
Sorry, really quick. You said it was 36 feet? I just want to write this down.
Yep, 12 times 3.
36 feet. Okay. Oh, come on. You dice help me out.
I don't know, beer on a Batman. I also am not a fan of the math.
16.
16. Yeah. So you start gliding down, but before you make contact, Aura, how are you doing?
17, 21, 24.
All right. So Starheart, you kind of like Iron Man it. You jump and you like grip the ring to activate it, and you like go and you glide. You land and you manage to like grip the tail feathers of this ostrich quail, yank a bit, and then you you're like not like in a rough way, but in a way just like you're holding on. You use that to push yourself up a little bit further, and now you are riding this ostrich directly behind the guy on it. Aura, you hop from rooftop to rooftop, but like in this like wire work, beautiful, like just it's like you're barely touching the shingles on every rooftop.
Like a Mistborn.
And you're hoping to intercept or also to land on, or you're trying to get like right in front of him, or
I wasn't going to intercept. I thought we were tailing, and then
you're just following him. Oh, great. So yeah, you're just you are perfectly in line, and you see Starheart just like boink right behind the guy. What are you?
Oh, I'm here to help.
Help me what?
Do the thing.
He reaches back. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh God.
Wonderful.
No! I'm using an inspiration. That allows me to use a reroll, right?
Yeah, it's your own personal one.
Okay, so I have 1 inspiration left. I still am inspired.
Use your magic feather.
You need a magic feather.
That landed on its side. Dexterity? It's always dexterity. Why is it always dexterity?
Because you're trying to dodge somebody's arm.
No, but I'm not very dexterous.
I am.
Just
I am 7 amount
Just so you know, meanwhile, I'm like hopping from roof to roof. But I want to do a Tremors style, like Sharp Step suggested, with a pole vault.
yeah.
Using my winged cape to like assist every landing. So it's just like absolute godlike perfection. We're just.
I will definitely be having you roll for that in a moment.
I'm 7 amount of Dexter.
So you feel a hand grip and tighten on your back as he like lifts you up and like dangles you in front of his face while still riding and controlling the ostrich quail. I'm going to need you to be very specific very quickly, or you're about to eat the road. Do you understand me?
Okay, hi. My name is Starheart, and I believe in free trade and Naya, and I want to help her, and I don't know what's happening, but I want to be on your side.
Prove it.
Oh, what do you want me to do? Feather. Feather.
Why do we gotta tell you it's right? You jammed it in your head.
No, but it's right here. How can you not see it? I think
Because he's
busy.
right here, right here.
We'll cut away from that for a moment. Bubo, let's make your. I think for you, it'll just be a.
Stupid.
I don't even know what kind of check this should be. I make a. Actually, no. I'm not gonna have you make the check. I'm gonna have the cape make the check because it's sentient now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go.
Okay, go. So you do the thing, like you boom, you launch off of this pole, and the cape like silhouettes against the sun. You see these beautiful wings flowing out behind you, and then it's like you can feel a sense of pride coming from the cape, and you realize it's no longer exactly paying attention to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you start to fall. You feather fall because you're still a Quailier, but it's forgotten you, and it's still like, I have beautiful wings, and you're just like,
Excellent. Brilliant
Does the cloak have a portrait of a cloak?
Not yet.
Andre, how are you keeping up with everyone?
I'm running as best as I can.
Yeah, Andre and I look at each other like we're not. I guess we'll hurry up.
Can you carry me? You're taller than me.
We want him for Hailstorm.
Yeah, can I have Hailstorm? Can I put him on? Well, because Hailstorm he grew a little bit.
I've ridden him before.
Mm-hmm. And then can I have Hailstorm carry me?
carry you? Not yet. Like he could assist you with a fall, but you can't ride him
getting
yet.
bigger, Daniel.
It's almost as if someone has been dropping story clues to help you.
Could you ride him like a horse? Like maybe not to fly, but
Tiny horse.
those
I think it's up to Hirstrom. Yay!
for the sub.
Can is Doomero right? Is he chasing after Bubo, or did he kind of?
It's up to Bubo.
Oh yeah, he's following after me.
Oh.
All right,
Even after my hardcore fall.
Say you'll be a spoon.
I'll be there soon, and I use my jump stuff to just like slowly jump from house to house to try and keep up.
Whereas Aura had to exert so much effort, I think, to make those leaps happen, for Bubo and yourself, these are perfectly natural to you. This is actually what your species is known for, is this sort of hopping around, beautiful movement in the air, weightless. But you would have sworn, watching Aura ahead of you, that she was a Quailier the way that she was moving across the rooftops.
She's faster. I'm just taking my time because I'm not as fast.
Yeah. So back to you, Starheart. So he sees the feather as you're like, and he like puts you back behind him. All right, we just need to make sure that we get the shipment properly. All right, just bear with me. Why aren't you in your greens? What is going on? Why are you so small?
Oh, green makes me look sallow.
Yeah, so he continues. You all continue to follow him, and you notice that he stops just short at like a sort of a natural entrance. There's sort of like a canopy tunnel that occurs with trees crossing from like one spire to the other spire that meet and create this sort of tunnel. And he like turns his bird back around, and he basically starts cordoning it off with some like official like sort of like tape and all this kind of stuff. Like he's blocking this entrance from other people, knowing that something's coming in from the north, and this will stop other people from coming into the woods where this is all going down.
Into the woods.
Out of the woods.
And home before dark.
That's for the cricket. Hold on.
It's so potent this evening.
It's like sallow shadow.
Bing!
That looked like you literally threw it like an inch in front of you.
No, it went and bounced against the wall, and then it hit a light because I'm an idiot.
Did it also hit the cricket? It stopped.
No, but if you startle them enough, they'll shut up for like 5 minutes. So
Yeah, 5 minutes. Go.
So he picks you up, Starheart, and he kind of like, not particularly gently, puts you back down, but he like reaches into a saddlebag that is on his heart piece, and he pulls out a small like green outfit for you. He's like, put it on right now. Get in there.
I'm
Get to
already
work.
putting it. I'm putting it on. It's on.
The odds of him having a 3-foot tall person out there.
It's really
Is it
long.
really big on me?
It was his son's robe.
It's a little roomy, but actually, it's funny that you should mention that. But it is the size for a gnome.
That's a clue.
I put it on.
Go to your post, get the food, bring it where it needs to go.
Get the food from the post. Bring it to the place it needs to be. Got it.
Follow someone taller than you. Go.
And he like shoves you into the woods.
Okay, this was a plan, apparently.
Watching all of this, because I think I was able to keep up with them, I think. I'm going to put on the hat of disguise and kind of match the green cloaks that he's wearing.
He's not. Actually, so he's not wearing the green cloak. He's wearing a silk shirt and wooden armor.
That's right. Okay, I'll do the green cloak to match Starheart then.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a Kwai?
He is. Yeah.
I don't know his name though.
You don't?
I should have asked.
Hooray! So you've managed to scale one to your own size, and with the hat of disguise, and yeah, you're completely in uniform.
Okay,
Get in there. You can't be seen with me. Go.
Elma, what are you doing running off so fast like that? Let's go.
Are you calling her Elmo? What?
Yeah, Elma.
Elma.
You're calling me Elmo too.
It's the female Elmo.
La Elma.
La Elma.
He was yelling that at you.
Okay, of course, I'll take it. Come on, Elma, let's go. And I give her a shove, and we walk where he pointed.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's Marianne. You know my name, and I knee her in the butt.
Deception check.
For me?
Yes.
Okay.
I was trying to come up with a name and nothing was happening.
10.
You said deception or perception?
Deception.
Oh, deception. That'll be a
you
lot
got
higher.
plus
then.
11.
Okay, sorry. 16 then.
You'll be hearing from the Rakus. Get the food.
And he turns his back on you and continues to face down the road that he just came from, like leaning on his heart beast, like just kind of looking like, just an official at a stop. Now the rest of you are still on the other side of this tree tunnel. So are you trying to stay out of sight? Are you trying to meet 100%. Him and speak to him?
Yeah, we come up with each other. We'll catch up. Andre and I will finally catch up. With Andre on the back of Hailstorm, and if we see Bubo. What's our next plan?
Are they in there?
Grits.
Where are you all huddled up right now?
I don't know the area, so I can't tell you.
Okay.
Wherever we are.
Where are we?
Still looking at the tunnel, but not out of view of.
Yeah, so you could still be like on another roof or like around another house, kind of thing. I just wonder if you're obscured or not.
Yes, obscured would be the preference.
So you would be at like a foot of a spire level house, like behind the wall. So when you peek out, you're able to see directly down the road. You see him blocking the entrance to this route, and it's pretty dark underneath. It's a heavy canopy, so it's almost black underneath. It's about midday.
So do we wait or?
Well, Aura is down that way with Starheart, and it looks like they've made it in. I think he thinks that they're part of it.
In where? Do I recognize this tunnel? Like what it is, or?
Yeah, so this is that same road that was mentioned before. So it's just a place for goods to go from the center of town to another area. It's just this large run of it is covered, so you wouldn't be able to see it from windows of houses. So this is where they've been. You're starting to piece together. This is where they've been doing their ambushes, where there's not a lot of witnesses to see who is actually taking the food, who's doing the things.
Gotcha. Are there any? I'm looking for any other people that might be like lying in wait.
Okay. Do a perception check.
Ew. 7.
Yeah, you can't tell. Like, you see some of the trees moving, but you can't tell whether or not it's the breeze or birds or anything
This
like
isn't
that.
my expertise. I don't.
Allow me to percept.
At Percept Studio.
I have a 14.
14. You are able to see there's like a flash of birds explode from the top of a tree. And
That's Starlight.
feathers. No, so they all
Some
fly out.
Iago. It's like some Iago bullshit. Like the end of the Aladdin stage show. Remember that?
While you're all chatting, also the cape returns to you and is kind of like, sorry, but
Yeah, I slap it.
patting you.
Stupid. Look, and I nudge Nitchens, and I say, look
You
right
nits
there.
nudge.
I nudge, and I point out what I can see. I said,
Yeah.
right between those trees. Look over there.
You're able to see one person wearing green on green, very leaf camouflaged like robes, face covering and a wrap, like leaning from a tree, looking down at the road.
It's pretty still early in the morning, isn't it? Or
Midday.
It's about midday. Yeah, you're taking your time in the morning because you had a rough night the night before. So
Midday.
See, if you look really closely, you can pick them out. Not as
See them.
easy to spot, but once you know, you know.
I am going to cast Sending to Aura.
Very good.
We're outside the tunnel.
I'm so proud of you right now.
Wait, what?
counting is hard.
Okay.
I didn't add the as a word, so yeah.
Are you on chat or are you paying attention to what we're doing?
I didn't know why it was funny.
Oh. It's all good. It's all good.
Ask my husband for pizza.
There it is. There it is.
You're outside the tunnel.
We're outside the tunnel. Should we come in? Are you safe? We
Purple monkey
don't have
dishwasher.
disguises like you. What
Love
do
Starheart.
you advise? You can reply to this. Two. You can reply to.
You can reply to. I think he's dead.
You can reply to. You forgot to sign off.
Sorry.
Nobody knows it came from you. Gosh, have you learned
She knows
anything
my
from
voice
Starheart?
well enough.
We're safe. Heading to supplies. We'll be speaking with Raucous. Present feathers and say you're here to report on duty. If you care to join.
What's the deal?
They're safe for now.
Good.
But if we'd like to join them, they said present our feathers at the main entrance, and hopefully we can deceive our ways in.
Andre, did you take a feather?
I do, and I show it in the under my robes.
Well, Boo-Boo,
Yes.
I'm getting closer to seeing your long lost.
I'm aware.
You know,
Go on.
I wonder if you can just step out there in the middle of the square and say, "Hello, I'm here," and
Honey, I'm home.
you're right.
And how well do you think that's going to go over?
I don't know, okay?
I mean, if you want an audience quite immediately, it would work.
It would work right away. But I think infiltration is a safer approach for the time being.
I'll follow you. This is not my area.
Clearly.
You have that cloak that'll make your clothes look like anything.
It's not with me.
It only
Mebo.
looks like any kind of cape you want, by the way.
Oh.
It's
And
not
Mebo currently has it.
Yeah.
Did Mebo follow? Is he with us, or did
He's
we
like,
leave him
Go
behind?
clonk, go clonk, go clonk.
Oh,
Like,
dear.
He's like a mile back that
It does
way.
that. It does that SpongeBob like 2 hours later. And he's like,
What is Mebo's weakness? Endurance.
he has none of it. Right.
I'm
All
all
right.
for infiltrating
let's-
if that's
Huh?
what we're deciding on here.
He has DM powers.
Oh, you do, don't you?
Oh
use
yeah,
the
you have DM powers, Andrew.
I know. I am aware. Why would I use them right now?
He's waiting. He's waiting for the opportune moment.
Yeah, you gotta wait for the good moments when you're stuck. We ain't stuck yet.
You just wait on DM powers now. Or...
All right, so you have a man blocking the entrance to this tunnel. Are you all approaching him?
Move up.
Right, what are we doing?
We should probably
present
designate
our
someone to
feathers.
be our speaker. I don't think a gnome like me is going to have much authority here on this island.
You're right. Great, I'll do it.
Yes.
All right, follow my lead. Do you have your feathers, right?
Yes, I have it.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
Minor illusion. I minor illusion a feather because I didn't take one.
Does that work?
I mean, it's
Yeah, it looks identical.
Great.
as far as I know.
All right, I guess that'll do.
All right, so
Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, friends. This road is closed for the moment.
Oh, the road is closed.
Yes,
for-
road is closed.
It's closed for us.
I like show it.
And I like secret. No, actually, it's closed for us.
Want to buy a watch?
yeah.
He's having dealt with this twice in a row already. He's a little less inclined to believe you. So please make a deception check.
Copy that.
Can we help since we're all like?
I mean, he sees you, but he's also aware of how things are supposed to work, and this is not remotely it.
Can I cast guidance on myself?
Yes.
Great. Then I will do so. Since I'm at
Oh.
the front. Plus a D4.
Command. We don't want to burn our spells.
Oh, great.
What?
I would like to re-roll.
Do it.
I have a re-roll. I will use my re-roll.
All right.
You said deception again?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay, with that roll.
Get a bus.
Does that mean I can re-roll my guidance as well or no?
Just keep your
Guidance.
guidance.
Oh, so I keep the same guidance that I rolled before? Okay. Yeah, so we're at a 14.
We get blessings, bud.
We do have blessings. I'll use a group blessing then.
All
You're a
right.
wise man.
On
You're
top of
very,
that.
very wise man.
All right, great. That's
Now Danny can't use his 8 DM reroll.
that's a 20, so non-natural. Dirty 20.
Okay. So you. He just like he looks at all of you. We were all at the same meeting, weren't we?
Yes.
We all got the same instructions, didn't we?
Yeah, I forget things.
Then why aren't you in uniform? Get in the woods. Get
sorry.
the food.
Okay, let's go.
See me after.
Yes,
I pull
Jeffrey.
out my feather like I'm like, and then go on.
Elgar with the VIP pass.
Yeah, VIP. Exactly.
So yeah, you make it past him. Woo, beer man.
Oh, thank you, Beard on Batman, for the donation of $25. The main sees who he is from the trees and can't hold herself back anymore. Boobo, blank, blank, blank. You son of a.
You son of a bitch.
Well,
Oh my god.
Son of a motherless hamster.
after all that work,
So your eyes start adjusting to the darkness of this tunnel. You can see
empowered.
fairly well. There's a
yep.
There's enough. There's enough going on here that it's quiet, but you can start to hear on the other end the rolling of wheels of like a cart, and you can hear like the footfalls of some beast of burden dragging said cart. You can't see it yet, and same is true of you, Aura, and you, Starheart. You can hear it. You two have now since shimmied up into the trees next to the person that they all saw from the road, and is a female Kwai. You could tell by her voice. But as you look down, you see Nitsage, Bubo, and Andre in all of their Nitsage, Bubo, and Andre-ness. No disguises. It's just still kind of like as they're walking through the tunnel, like flashing the feather at the trees that they know the people are in.
It's us. We're here.
And Bubo, as you sort of turn in the direction, you recognize like peeking. Actually, no, you're wearing a hat of disguise. You wouldn't see that. I was gonna say horns. Nope, he doesn't recognize you at all. But he does see the very small shape of Starheart up in the tree, and so you kind of turned away, and you see that there's a third person there between Starheart and this other person that we know is
wearing the hat of disguise too.
I was gonna change myself to look like a Quailier.
When did I jump up a tree?
I just told you.
Just then in the narrative.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been
Doing great.
been trying to kill this fly and
Doing great.
it's going by me, and it makes me Okay, I'm up a tree.
You're up a tree. So you are up a tree. Aura is also up the same tree with you, and between you is a female Kwai who basically ushered you up there as soon as you came in the tunnel. Mm-hmm. And you both hear from between you, Bubo. You hear, Bubo, you son of a bitch! And Bubo, you don't even have time to see it. Respond to it.
No. I look over and I go, clever girl. As she leaps out of the.
She doesn't leap out of anything. She's gonna. An arrow strikes your shoulder.
Oh, jeez.
And you take 8 damage.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Is she also wearing green with a feather in her cap? Or a feather in her whatever?
Her feather is not out and about. Their feathers are mostly tucked inside. It's sort of like a secret, like, yeah, I'm a member.
Okay.
But the green is just to blend in with this particular tunnel.
If I can, I would like to, being one with the cape, allow it to, on the arrow hit, using that momentum to throw me back into the opposite set of trees. In lieu of some cover, just trying to get away from that situation as quick as possible.
That's a good thing to do on your turn after we roll initiative.
Everyone is Bubo.
Well, anyone who I guess would want to participate. So you can choose to do nothing in this moment. But
I want to know. I want to see what happens.
Because if you're trying to maintain your cover, it might not be best to defend Bubo.
Oh no.
22, please.
22.
I got 19.
15.
Okay.
3.
What? What? I'm going to abstain from rolling yet.
Awesome.
I want to know what I'm going to see what happens.
I mean, you can still roll and just choose to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You
Okay,
can
I'll
just,
roll.
do that.
Come on, you want to be in the room where it happens.
I roll a 12.
Okay. All right, Bubo, it's your turn.
Great. Well, doing what I just described, does that now produce an attack of opportunity?
No, because she would have had to draw another arrow. I think in this case, you were far enough away that wouldn't happen.
Great, then that's what I choose to do. Now I'll ask you. So, can that be my movement to be one with the winged cape and retreat to the opposite side of the forest canopy?
Sure, I'll roll for the cape to see how helpful it is this time. Is it sentient?
If you'd like. Son of a...
I must. It's a 1!
Damn you, beard on a Batman! Why did you make it sentient?
You pose yourself like you're about to yes, and the cape just
whoosh, like right above you.
It just goes like right in front, like over my head.
Daytime?
Nighttime!
Oh, yeah, that's totally.
So you are able to get like at least into the trees, but you're not able to like fully like escape and get out of
And
harm's
then
way.
what I would like to do is use my staff to tap the ground and send roots to just grapple the figure, because I still don't really know what's going on, but I'm wanting to send roots in that direction just to stop whatever's happening.
Cool. Who is a saving throw for them? I think
I can roll for it as an attack, I guess. Yeah, and then you can, I suppose, tell me whether or not they're grappled. Is that how you want to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Great. That's a 14.
14. Not bad, not bad. Aura and Starheart, roll some saving throws for me.
What kind?
Dexterity.
They're in the same tree.
Yeah, we're in the same. We're right now.
You're on the same branch, so
We real close. Okay, great. Oh, it's a line now. 26.
so what? Re-roll it.
Plus no- Burn through him, Danny. Burn through him. Here comes another one. Achoo!
Oh my god!
13.
13.
You have a bless,
Yes.
and we have 2 more on the groups.
Am I wanting?
No, it's
Yeah.
totally not related to either of those.
What are you doing? Pay attention to this game tonight.
Be with us, you know?
I am! I'm learning something that I derped regarding the game!
Well.
So, you know how you can choose ability score improvements or feats?
Huh?
And way back a long time ago, I think it was Ryan helped me with my first ability score improvement where I chose dexterity twice. So apparently I never added that to my, it didn't give me the numbers. I still have a dexterity of +0 with a base of 10. So do I need to add?
If you did it through the drop down on the site, then that number is accurate.
Yeah.
0 is possible. Negatives are also possible.
Oh, then I just am shit.
Yeah.
Hey.
Ryan, I used my blessing and it moved it up to 16.
Gotcha.
All right. So Diva, dexterity saving throw.
Love it.
So Aura, you're able to you do this nice kind of you roll, your hand catches the bough of the tree, and you do this kind of flip as these roots are tangly.
Nice.
But the bridesmaid gets wrapped up, and Starheart, you get wrapped up in vines as well. And Aura, you just land right back where you were on top of the vines. And
I yell at Bubo.
okay.
I yell at you, Bubo.
Everybody's yelling at me right now.
Andre, it is your turn.
Lovely. I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Bubo, which is I ward a creature within range against attacks. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target must now choose another person to attack or the spell is lost. So I do that. So basically, anytime anyone tries to attack him, they have to make a wisdom saving throw and beat 16, or they have to shoot into the distance, or
Got it.
and then I will also cast, with my cantrip, I'm going to cast resistance on you as well. So you get to add a d4 to any saving throw of your choice.
Nice.
Remind me that I have that when I need it. Thank you.
Yes.
Cool. Aura, you're up.
Okay.
But I have to yell sanctuary every time. Sanctuary!
I'm gonna do like a kind of lay down on my stomach on the vine and like look down at the maid of honor, and I'm gonna cast suggestion at her. So can you give me a wisdom save? You're trying to beat 15.
Okay. Yeah, 18.
Oh, all right. Well, I would have said, "Shut up and silently count to 1,000,000."
I like to think you still said that.
Shut up and do nothing but count to 1,000,000.
What?
What?
Slowly. Now.
But she's bound, right? So she can't move.
Right. Yeah. So she's currently grappled by this. Her arms are still kind of like available, so she'll be able to make an attack, but at disadvantage. She can't move anywhere though. She can't go anywhere.
Gotcha. All right then. Well, that didn't work. Fine then. Okay, I'm going to. Can I try and? I don't know if that's a bonus action. Okay, I'll just say, can I try and like, freaking A, what can I do with a bonus action? For the love of Pete. Can I try to, I don't know if this could be my movement, can I try and kick the bow out of her hand?
Aren't you still hasted?
Am I still hasted? It only lasts for a minute.
Oh, probably not.
Yeah, you can try and knock it out of her hand.
Okay.
Yeah, just like strength check, right?
Yeah. Lord, a strength check. I'm not that strong. Is there any kind of an advantage since she's tied up by vines? Oh, I did okay. 17?
Yeah, her bow just hits the ground, and she's like, "Traitors!"
Shut up.
If I have any movement left, I'll try and cover her mouth. Traitor!
I'm like, Karen, you're ruining it.
I have her written as Kaiten is her name, so
She's the quieter version of Karen.
Starheart, it's your turn. You're currently bound by vines up on a tree branch.
I have another question. Sorry.
Sure.
So I took the Tavern Brawler feat, but it still has. But I've still. Okay, no, it took them away. If for some weird reason it gave me some new spells and I was confused, but I should have gotten them.
I turn to her and I say, "Oh my gosh, tell me everything that happened."
I'll bow.
She is?
You don't know who she is?
Yeah, all she said is, "Boobo, you son of a bitch." And now traitor.
I say,
What did he do? Why is he a son of a bitch?
Acceptable. Nitsage, it's your turn.
I'm going to slowly just.
I'm not affiliated with him.
Look, I have a feather.
He's showing his feather.
He's like, "Yep, get the food. Yep, getting food."
Food. Oh, it's like Edgar in Men in Black. as he just like walks down the street. Oh, bugs.
Actually, I do want to kind of move off. So we're in like a wooded tunnel. Is that right?
Yes.
So I'd like to try to move off to the side if I can, because I want to keep my eye out for the shipment coming or movement from the wing feathers.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Great. It's now her turn, and she like looks down at her bow that's just hit the ground, and she's like with Aura's arm in her mouth, but she's still trying to answer you, Starheart. And she like reaches in for a knife on her belt, and she's tries to throw it. This is at disadvantage. She's just desperate to hurt Boobo.
do I understand
she can't.
anything of what she said?
Oh yeah, she can't.
Oh, I know, but she's still going to make the motions.
Did I understand any of what she said?
No. Just, you're assuming none of them were kind words.
Okay.
Yeah, so the knife just like, bing, hits a tree, hits the ground. And she just seems kind of defeated. And I'm going to see if anybody heard her call. You now hear the shipment rolling through. So it's a large, kind of like cassowary-looking creature, big long bill, but huge, powerful legs like an emu or an ostrich, just dragging this thing down the tunnel. And now you're starting to see all of the other people who are part of this mission like shimmying up to the edges of the branches. And there's a good 20 to 24 people who are about to raid this thing. And there's lots of parcels wrapped in silk. Nitsij, you recognize this as food. Since you're keeping an eye out, you're the first one to see this and pay attention.
Are there guards or soldiers on this shipment, like riding with it?
No, just like a merchant. Like there's a guard on the back, like sitting on the back to make sure like nobody's gonna like run up to the thing, but they're definitely not as secure as they should be. But this is an oft-used road.
Gotcha.
And it's usually protected by someone. So yeah, basically they're just in for it. They're not ready for it.
Copy.
And with that, they're all going to. Well, not all, but like half of them, so 12 of them descend from the trees and start rushing at the cart. And they don't quite grab it. The driver like smacks this bird. This is not a heart beast. This is just like a bred natural bird that lives out here in the wild. And it's just like, so through the length of the tunnel, it's now about halfway, and it'll probably be 2 or 3 rounds before it'll make it out the other end that you came in.
We're right at the tunnel entrance, correct?
Yeah. And Aura and Starheart, you guys are like, I want to say like 10 trees in as far as the branch that you're on. And Boobo, it's back up to you.
Great. 1 second. Now it's some new stuff. I would like to. I'm assuming because the roots are done by my staff after I've touched the ground, so it's not like a concentration thing, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something that happened. So then I would like to cast Entangle under the... it's a 20-foot square starting from a point, so the point would be at the center of the traveling food carriage.
Mm-hmm.
And cast Entangle in that spot. So for the duration, the plants turn the ground into difficult terrain. A creature in the area, which would be that pulling the cart, must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends.
Got it. Okay. And it's a strength, you said?
Yes.
That's a fail. So yeah, those vines just go wrap around its super muscular legs, and just the more it tries to move, the more they clamp down on it. The bird's starting to panic and kind of like peck at the vines, but it's not strong enough to do much about it.
And and then for my movement, I'll just take out my feather and go.
Perfect. Cool. Andre, it's your turn.
Okay. See, I can still maintain. Actually, no, it's not. And Boobo, did you attack anyone?
Well, I mean, I attacked the cargo.
Okay, so your sanctuary is dropped
with Entangle.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
you didn't tell me that part.
Sorry. Yeah, awarded creature that makes an attack, casts a spell or anything affects of an enemy, deals damage or otherwise, spell ends. So you're no longer protected, but I mean you're not also being fired at anymore.
I also didn't know I was protected to begin with, unless it's something I know. Right?
Fair.
Am I aware?
Ooh. Turns out Andre's masseuse survived the shipwreck, and he is extremely flustered that Andre has missed weeks of appointments. Thank you, Don.
Now is not a good time!
That's hilarious.
I just watched that episode not too long ago.
Do you remember his name?
It's Rule.
Rule.
Rule Clamonston.
that rule.
Was he like the lightly Austrian guy? Was he-
Yeah. Oh, hello. Come sit down.
Oh, right.
Oh
okay,
yeah,
cool.
he was really sweet. That's right. Yeah.
So all this is happening. Also, when the cart got stopped, it was so abrupt that a lot of the parcels like have flown from the carriage, and a lot of the wing feathers are swooping in and just grabbing them, tucking them, and dodging back into the brush. They're not outwardly attacking the guards at all. They're just taking the things faster than these two can react, because mostly they're worried about the bird. And all that stuff. While this is happening, Andre, and you see Bubo like trying to like make peace with Kaiten up on the branch. You see, Andre, you've missed all of your appointments. Where have you been? And you just feel these just wonderful, delightful hands just like working out knots in your back. I swam all the way here to the Green Isles. You see, those rocks can't sink a person, just a sheep.
Yes, but I really need to.
No, you really need to relax, Andre. Yes, good.
Roll Constitution saving throw. You stay awake.
Ooh, reroll for aura. Or remembering.
Oh, great.
Wonderful, delightful, weird hands. I can't help it.
It's got like the Harrison Ford hands.
Oh, sure. Well, if Andre's masseuse is here, then Starheart's Nat 20 hotness masseuse must be here too.
Oh, what do you
Thank you very
know?
much.
His name.
Oh no.
Melvin.
And we're at a monster.
And
drop.
we're at a
Thank
monster
you.
drop.
Oh.
That you thought this was going to be a
See-
shopping episode.
See, party, this is why I say my DM powers.
We haven't done any shopping. I was promised.
Yeah, we were supposed to shop this episode. You could do
This is
whatever
the
you
spirit
want.
guide today.
Whoops.
Whoopsie.
Starheart, you're all wrapped up in these vines and it's really tight, and then suddenly you feel like hands sliding between the vines and your arms. It's like, hey Starheart, it's been a long time. It's me, Melvin.
Where did she go?
Yes. Oh my God, Melvin.
And like he starts like first he like slides back out from under the vines and he starts actually like massaging the vines, and they relax so much that they just release you. But then he just like he starts just kind of like kneeling on your back and just doing the massage thing.
Somebody
Massaged her
else,
right out of her chair.
somebody else's knees are going to hurt.
Oh
my
God. Short.
I said somebody else.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll say Andre and Starheart, unless you just want to succumb to the massages, make a strength check to see if you can break away from them.
All right.
Can I make
Strength check it is.
I make a relaxation check? I don't know.
Well, we could go with Justin's idea, have it be a Constitution saving throw to see if you stay awake like that.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Me fall asleep.
I got a 19, Danny.
19.
got-
Yeah, you managed to like fuck you.
Okay. So Danny, how many guards are there?
On the thing.
Yeah.
There's the driver and like the guard on the back
Okay, and then the bird.
and the bird. Yes.
Okay.
I got a 5.
A 5.
Because the vines let her go.
So he's just like, well, no, and then he starts massaging her. So he's just like, I just want you to relax. I realize this is a really tense moment. And then you're just like,
You're not close enough to your mic, Danny.
I gotta really get in there.
Yeah, because he's like up in her ear, so you know.
Yeah. It's super. It's super. Startups as the rating on this channel just skyrocketed.
All right.
You're only taking 5 damage when you hit the ground.
But he doesn't catch me?
Wouldn't his
No.
hand strong enough to hold her while he massage?
He wasn't expecting you to fall asleep. He's a professional.
Fine, I'll take it. Okay. I have to run to the bathroom really fast. And
Okay.
I'll bet you.
be right back as I must sleep.
All right. Seeing that I don't want any of the guards to get injured or anything like that, and I know that like it'll help out everyone to just kind of do this, I'm going to cast Banishment at 6th level and banish the guard, the driver, and the bird.
Shit. They all have to make saving throws, right?
Yeah, Charisma 16 save.
All right.
The bird, gone. The driver, oh god, he got a 1, so he might show up on a different island tomorrow. And
Oh no.
and the guard who's sitting on the back got a 16. What did he need to beat?
He needs to beat 16.
Okay.
Oh, he beat it.
Well, I got most
So he's still
of them.
there, but he's facing the other way, so he doesn't know. Actually, no, he feels it because the cart, with the lack of bird, pitches forward, and he kind of like, and he falls back on top of all of the parcels on the back of the cart.
And I kind of shout to the feathers, the winged feathers, make your move.
They've already done it.
Yeah, I think actually this is a good moment for them to sort of we'll jump out of combat for this, just because there's nothing left to fight. This guy's just like and everyone's just grabbing shit. No one's making threats on his life, but he has a feeling that if he gets in the way, they're just gonna kick the shit out of him.
Right.
And
Well, we
then
were
he finally
fighting-
turns around and
We were fighting Caitlin, weren't we?
oh, Kaiten, yeah. But she's been sort of convinced because Bubo is finally able to hey, I'm on your side. So she's mad. She still hates him, but right now it's the mission.
Yep.
And I'll use a mage hand to grab 2 small parcels and put it over by Starheart, so we have our parcels to.
Oh, right. So you helped. Yes, I like that. All right, cool. So you all do all of those items.
I'm casting invisibility on myself.
Cool. So everybody darts back into the woods, and you have to start to really move to catch up with them. Starheart is asleep on the ground, so who's going to take her?
Doomworld can pick her up.
All right, so Doomeril just and grabs her, and y'all jet out.
And
You
I'm
realize,
I'll
No.
also fasten some vines around Kaiten's mouth, so she's
so she's stuck in the tree.
in
She's
the
just still
tree.
there. Awesome. She's just gone. Oh.
As before I run away with the rest of the group, I kind of yell to the last guard that's there, and he's like, "Just wait a minute, and they'll be back. I swear. I'm so sorry." And I just book it.
Right. And they're just like, Oh, he's just looking at how much is missing.
And I'll use my spider climb boots to start walking down the tree, look at Caitlin and be like, "You're gonna be in trouble," and just go pick up the packages and start running.
Does she have a name now?
This is Kaiten.
Kaiten?
You don't know that, though. She
We
didn't
don't
really
know
say
that.
it.
No, she hasn't said it out loud. But that's
Oh, okay.
So she's the only person who's not making it away from this mission. But the rest of you are able to kind of scatter. Currently, you, Starheart, are being carried by Doomeril or Hailstorm. Doomeril. Doomeril is big. Yeah.
Thank you, Doomy Boomy.
So you're asleep.
You're asleep.
Melvin and Rule are also following you because, of course, they are. What else do they have to do? And eventually, the group split and gather back together, and then as they start to get closer among houses, they started ditching their green outfits, and they're starting to look more like general citizenry of the Quailier. But you also notice that there are a couple halflings in the group, and you recognize them as the ambassadors who had come from Copperforge a while back.
Wait, our
Your family.
Wow, thank you. That
Gnomes?
took me
Or
a
half-
while.
Sorry, the gnomes, not the halflings.
The gnomes.
Wait, so are they us?
The gun.
Yeah, Urta's and Flintborn.
Yeah. Where the hell? I know I wrote it down. I don't know where I wrote it down though.
The gnomes, you said?
Yes. Oh, sorry. Salia and Bolu. Got it. I found it.
Yeah.
We're good. We're good. Zip, 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 zap, zoobity. Yeah. So that's why they happen to have gnome-sized outfits ready to go. So yeah. So they take you, and this area is looking more and more familiar to you, Andre, as you follow everybody else, because this is beginning to look like the same architecture where you saw
I see.
Naya giving orders earlier.
Gotcha.
And while a lot of people start to kind of scatter and go home, you notice that the person with the quail, the ostrich quail,
has now gone through the tunnel and is coming out the other side and heading to that building, while everyone else is sort of just scattered off to do their thing. The ambassadors have come with you, but most everyone else has gone back to their business, has gone back home after like dropping things off, and the consolidated packages are now on the back of the ostrich quail. That was a very roundabout way of saying that. Sorry.
All good.
But yeah, so the door is opened. And he's like, What a mess. What a mess. I can't believe that all of you didn't even wear your outfits, for one. How new are you?
Very, very new.
Very
First
new.
mission. Never done anything yet. So, yeah.
I see.
Are the gnomes close by?
Yeah.
I point to them as like, we kind of were asked by them to help.
They hear you.
I'm still passing.
But they also recognize you, and they're like, right. Yes, we did. That's right. No, you can trust them. Yeah, they're a little green, but hi. Yeah, we asked them to help, and help they did. Look, they've got little packages, all of them. They did the work. Listen, it's sloppy.
You're welcome.
This is new for a lot of us, all right?
Who stopped the carriage? You're welcome.
Yes,
And
Lubo. Good job.
I'm asleep. Yeah.
you are asleep, although you are woken by a very very firm but soft massage from Melvin. So you awake very rested. You're welcome.
Yeah, it's like
And who let these two in? Who are these guys?
that's
And the
my-
masseuses are just like,
Yeah, we don't know. They just kind of appeared. It's really weird. Happens all the time.
But they are extremely gifted, messieurs, and I'm sure anyone here at camp would be blessed to have their touch.
I would be very happy to give anybody some massages if you so wish. And like before he's even done talking, he's already like up on the guy who's been yelling at everybody. It's so tight, you know. This is why you're so angry all the time. You just need to just relax.
See, don't you feel better? You're welcome.
I'm still invisible.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
I would have liked to have followed everyone with Hailstorm, you know, keeping back. He never went into the tunnel with me. He stayed back on the rooftop. Just before, you know, in case things got weird.
Sure.
They got weird.
For the most part. So I'm gonna lay low in whatever room we're in or whatever.
It's basically like it's a large living room of a house, but you know that this spire is, it's like not abandoned, but it's also not the nicest. Most people have moved on to other digs at this point. Nobody really lives here. The Kwai population as a whole is very small. There aren't a lot of you around. So it's like if somebody finds a better house, it's not like, well, you know, the kids can take it or something like that. They just don't do that because there's just not enough. There's like, I've made a better house, so I will forget this house. So this is, the entire area isn't necessarily dingy, but it is dusty. It's been left alone. It's a little overgrown. There's plants kind of growing through the floorboards and everything, but it's decorated, it's housed, and you can see that a lot of people are still inside. They're living here. So even though the people who did that mission may have scattered, there are still people. This is their base of operations. There's people moving around with food, with maps, with all this sort of thing. They've now taken the food that you all brought in and are kind of scattering it about. And the man who's been yelling at you, you hear people start to call him Bice or Mr. Walren, and you recognize the name as the portmaster of Quailir. He's the fellow who's in charge of all roads and all ports and the harbor and all that stuff. Like he's the guy. He is security. So the idea that he's in here controlling the roads in an official capacity makes it very easy for these sorts of things to happen.
All right. So just for clarification for me, so he is the guy whose heartbeat side jumped on.
Yep.
This is okay, and he's the in charge of security. What? Can you repeat his name?
Bice Walren. So BYCE WALREN.
I like that name. Thank you.
But yeah. So now you all are kind of basically welcomed as anybody else is at this point. Like food is offered, drink, tea, that sort of thing. Bice Walrus, got it. Thanks, Tom.
Nailed it. Spaton.
Hello, Calais. And yes. So you guys have objectives in here. Is there something you'd like to do? There are other rooms, by the way. So there are doorways that lead to other areas. This is just sort of like the common area.
Where's the bridesmaid, the maid of honor?
She was left in the tree by Aura. Aura put a vine in her mouth and left her there.
No, I want to talk to her.
Well,
Sorry.
I'm sure she'll be along.
And then I left.
I wanna check and see that everyone's okay. I don't see Aura. I'll go up to Andre and whisper in his ear. Andre, where's Aura?
I don't know.
And I'm gonna have my see invisibility feature on, so I'm trying to see if I can see Aura. She's invisible as well too, somewhere in the room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't find her. Well, you two are well, you're invisible, so they don't see you. But the two ambassadors walk to you, Andre. So, what exactly were you trying to pull just now? And what are you doing here?
I wasn't expecting to see you here, if that's what you're saying. But we heard some things that were happening, and we needed a way in, and I apologize, but you looked to be the most convenient way out of the problem we had.
Well, you're lucky that you're friends with our kin. Now, it's not not as bad as it looks.
No.
All right.
Honestly, I don't turn down your cause. And I feel that you're probably here to expedite the openness that you've been vying for. But yes, I'm sorry we had to butt in, as it were.
No, I figure it's fine. But I assume you're here to talk to Naya then?
Yes, if we can get Bubo before her, I think that would be...
A terrible idea.
No? Not...
Well, she doesn't mention you often, but when she does, that's not necessarily in the best of graces. No offense to you, sir.
No, and this is why I say not yet.
I see.
The moment has to be right. Too soon, and she'll just, I don't know, execute us or something. We need to make sure we approach it carefully. There's more here than meets the eye, Andre. Light steps. Light.
If any of you would like to talk to her, she's just in that door that way.
And as Starheart starts moving, I grab her shoulder. I'm like,
And then she goes like this.
yes. Starheart, before we go into that room, let's make a promise to each other that we do not mention the name Bubo, if that's the...
Do not mention the name Bubo.
Yes.
Okay.
But I feel that we will outstay our welcome very quickly if that name comes
I
up.
will not mention the name Bubo.
As much as you love your questions and answers, little one, this is not the time. This could make it far worse. Believe me.
And,
we first need to make sure they know that we are on their side before I step into the picture.
Do you want to wear the hat of disguise for a bit?
That could be fun.
Who said that? Oh, who are you?
Yeah.
As I
Wait.
just walk up to the group.
Yeah, just
right.
like a tall, mysterious quiet just steps in. You want to wear a hat of disguise?
And you have a hat of disguise. Right.
Yeah, right. Why would you offer us that?
I'll use thaumaturgy and like show him my eyes, like me guys.
Ah, right. That makes much more sense now. Got it.
All right. So now you are you wearing it? Are you not wearing it?
Yes, I'll wear the hat.
Fabulous. So you don't look like yourself. Are you all going to continue through the door to see Naya?
Yes.
Wonderful. As you're about to do this,
Or is Aura now, right?
yeah, actually, yes.
Wait, so are you guys twins?
Huh?
No, Nitzig is just some other Kwai, I believe, right?
I'm invisible.
Oh, sorry.
Nitzig, sorry.
That's what I'll do.
Bubo
That's
is
what
just
I'll
some
do.
other. Huh?
I will tap. Thank you for reminding me. I will
yeah.
tap my armor. I will go invisible. Put the hat on Bubo.
Gotcha.
Awesome. So as y'all walk through this door, the second before you walk through it, something glimmers in the doorway, and you, on the other side, step into a dark, dark place. And you hear in all of your voices, you turn around to see that that entrance is no longer present.
This is a trap.
And you just hear, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. Naya will be mine. And then you hear, stakun, stakun. You hear two heavy footfalls, cloven hooves as they walk forward. You smell this reek, this super stink. And you smell, you hear the snorting of like a snarly beast.
Was that Basir who just spoke?
It was.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Actually, everyone, you see immediately, like it goes super dark. You can't really see around yourselves. And then the next thing you see is a very bright, scintillating, multicolored light. Everyone, please make a wisdom saving throw. This is the monster drop, by the way.
Oh, no shit.
No, just letting the chat know. I realized some time had elapsed since we got there.
That's a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Oh, re-roll it.
With a blessing.
May
No,
I?
let him use it. Let him use it.
What?
That's not good.
Let him waste his reroll.
Oh,
May I
fine,
please
fine.
show my first natural one with my new die?
Aw.
Get out of the way,
It's
right?
amazing. I'm gonna show.
Awesome.
Ryan, I'm using my reroll.
Awesome.
It says, fuck.
Oh, I'm so scared Danny's gonna mess with it. It's a natural 20.
Wait, but you said
Re-roll it.
I'm going
said
to
what?
use-
that it's wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then it's 2.
Okay. I'm still going to take that as a one.
I got a 16.
On your next one? I'll think about it.
Andre, use my reroll as well.
Use your portent.
You hush.
Not mirrored as.
I'm going to use my reroll as well, Ryan.
All right.
I used mine as well. So just
All right.
if you work that.
I love it. It's okay.
Okay, I got a 16, Danny.
16.
15.
15. How many
got
do I
a
have left? How
10.
many do I have left? How many do I have left? How many do I have left? Or Nitzig, please re-roll yours.
You're a monster!
Two of them.
You
Right.
monster.
I'm going to use my portent then. Screw you, Danny.
Yeah, take that from you.
I'm going to use a 17.
Oh shit! I'll use a reroll too then.
So
We're all
21
using
for me.
rerolls?
Anyone? Okay.
You have 2 of your own, Starheart.
I don't
Yeah, I
have
know.
any.
No, that's why I'm saying I'll use one of mine.
He really wants us to fail this.
I do. Is it another nat 1?
Wow.
Best die ever.
Your new
Perfect
dice are
purchase.
garbage. Put them in the jail.
No, it's been doing
Yeah.
so
Jail.
well. The thing is I've never been so happy to like roll a nat 1 because it makes me happy, but at the same time I'm like, oh man. Okay, that's wait.
God, what do I do?
So it's still a 2,
Just
which
take
is
it like a
still.
man.
Take it like a man?
Yeah, like me, I got a 10.
Take it like a tiefling.
Take it like a tiefling, huh? All right, 9.
9? Okay. Awesome. So anyone who got 15 or above, you're fine. Everybody else, you are now frightened for 1 full minute.
What is that?
Is my invisible still on in this realm or whatever we're in, or
Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Look up the rules for fighting because I haven't ever used it before.
Frightened.
You have to like move away from your
Yeah, you have to like move as far as away. Like that's what
on your
you
turn.
focus
That's
on
what you're
is
trying
just
to do. You
getting
can
that.
still attack, but you just have to keep moving.
And I think we can still make saves every turn. I think.
Yeah.
For me, it says a frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
So can I just stand behind Bubo?
Well, you rolled a nat 1, so you are like crumpled.
Yeah.
You're
Okay,
terrified
I
of
am
this
not any use
Yeah,
to
you're just like-
anyone.
You know.
Yeah, so yeah, you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each turn, and then yeah, if you succeed, you're fine. The next thing that happens is Andre. You see from the shadow. Well, actually, basically, once that light like diminishes a little bit, you're able to see this very portly creature. 6 tusks, like vestigial wings that don't do anything. And just a huge maw as it rushes at you to attack. And it's going to make attacks.
Oh, I thought that's the sound it was making for a second.
That is it.
It's going to do. Oh, shit.
DM powers to Danny. No.
What?
3 rerolls to Danny and $5 left over is extra. No blessing
No
for you.
blessings for you.
Okay.
Remember, Bubo.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bubo, you have DM powers still, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You.
Sorry, Andre, you're going to take 24 piercing damage as it bites into you, and as the teeth just crush down on your flesh and break the skin, you also feel a couple of the tusks like jam their way inside. Let's roll initiative again, shall we?
Oh no!
Ow, 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 ow.
Oh.
6.
19.
19 as well, but she goes first.
Bless
Bless you.
Boobo?
9, please.
Okay. Awesome. So, wait a minute. I'm missing somebody. That's only 4. Who do I not have? Andre, sorry, what'd you get?
6
6. Thank you.
for all the rum.
6 it'd be. Aura, you're up.
Okay, I'm frightened, so I can't move closer, but I think I can still attack it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Disadvantage.
just a disadvantage. That's fine. I'm gonna cast haste on myself, just shaking, even though I'm invisible, and I'm gonna try and hit it with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
This thing is of nightmares. Disadvantage 10 to hit.
Nope.
Disadvantage thing sucks. When do I get to? Do I make a save after every turn, or how does that work?
At the end of each at the end of your turn. So another wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, I'll just do that now because can't get closer to it. So okay. 13.
13.
I'm
Nope.
still afraid. Okay.
Still afraid. Next up is Nitsage.
We're in a voided area, right?
Yes, but you do notice that there are walls. It's basically like a sort of like temporary room that you're in. So it's a cylindrical shaped room. The whole thing is it's like 120 feet diameter, and this creature is in the center. But what's weird is whenever it moves in a direction, the room moves with it.
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
Strip.
As an invisible Nitsage, I'm going to kind of pull out the cloak of Oh, what's it called?
Displacement?
Displacement, or the displacement, the lovebird cloak.
Mhm.
And then put it around me. And then I'd like to,
Are you not invisible anymore?
I will be. I won't be after I
No,
cast this.
okay.
I'm going to cast bonus action Orthil.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, I'll do Icy Hot with this thing. Do I get advantage because I'm invisible at this moment?
Yeah. Yes, you do.
Okay.
And you weren't. Yeah, you saved that, right? So you're not afraid of it.
Correct.
Yeah. Then you're good.
Cool. All right. I'm going to use my natural 20 portent on this attack roll. Does that natural 20 with a +8 is 28 hit?
That will hit.
Cool. All right. So that's 3d8. No, I'm good.
Do the thing.
And then, geez, what's it was, what, D6?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Cool. So 10, 11, plus 12. 12 plus 5. There's 2.
Wow.
34 points of frost damage and
12 of that was.
12 of that.
Oh no, we don't double ortho. I think. Wait, no, we don't double lessons. You're good. Sorry.
You're good. Yeah, you're good.
12 of that is holy fire.
Holy fire.
All right.
And then because my invisibility is off.
The fire crackles this thing's skin, and it smells like a really filthy bacon.
Yeah.
The ice doesn't seem to do too much.
Okay.
Starheart,
Yeah.
you're up, and you are currently flipping out. This thing is just built of nightmares.
The person he attacked first, that was Bubo?
Andre.
Andre, how close are you to me?
To you? I mean, we filed into the door probably within
So we're
10
pretty close
feet
to
or
each other,
so.
right? Yeah. I am going to cast. Where did you go? I'm going to cast Death Ward on Andre. Just because last time we were it didn't go good. So I cast Death Ward on Andre, and for my bonus action, I summon my spiritual weapon.
Boom! Slash. It's now floating. It's now its turn. So I have to see if something recharges. It does not. So you're all good. And then let's see. Nitsage, you're no longer invisible, right? But now it has disadvantage attacking you because you have the cloak on.
Correct.
So it's going to turn around and start messing with you. And it starts to get weird because as he turns to face Nitsage and he starts marching towards Nitsage, Starheart, since you're further back, you're closer to kind of the wall. The wall starts pushing you in and dragging you along since the room is centered on him and the room moves with him. So it starts just pushing you along. So 2 of those will hit. And Andre, you'll actually get an attack of opportunity on him as he makes his change. So that's 31 piercing damage as he bites you in the same fashion. So he basically bashes his 6-touched face into your chest, Nitsage, and then and just continues to. Yeah, it's super, super gross.
Good lord.
Right. I did a 21 to attack him.
That will hit.
Not much
Matt
with a
Bird
miss, but-
Streams, thank you for the raid.
Thanks for the raid.
Mad
Thank
Bud
you.
Streams. Because I'm not really good with a mace, that's 3 points of damage.
Oh no!
Yay! You're doing stuff.
And that's not a magical attack, right?
It's just a melee bludgeoning.
I did the caca, and now it's in the chat. It's the caca.
Those little arrowcockers are just little mad birds. I like them.
Oh, look up here.
Or little pinku.
Mad bird ride.
Bird is the one.
For the read, you mad birds.
Yeah. You stay for a while. We're fighting a big pig demon.
I don't know what we're
You could be a big pig too.
Luke 320, thank you for the follow. But yeah, welcome everybody. This is Sahlen's Legacy. This is our live play D&D with the humans. Tomorrow night we have Perception Check with our Felted friends, and we have several other shows. So check out our Discord if you're interested. But yeah, currently we're in the middle of a fight, and this is a long ongoing campaign. We're currently on episode 63. So hooray! But right now we're just beating stuff up. So hang out.
Trying to.
Trying to.
Always
Good point. So that was one of those attacks, and then it's going to attack you again.
One?
Yeah. So the other attack hit.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be dee-ka-dee-ka-dee. So that's 12. So 12 damage as it takes a claw and just rakes it across your back.
Who is he talking to?
Is he talking to you?
You, Nitsich, this was another attack to you.
By the way, after that first damage, the cloak it stopped giving me it stopped giving him disadvantage.
Oh, crap. Okay. Well, I mean, that's fine. The other ones wouldn't have made it anyway, so it would have been the same.
Fair enough. Right. Well, I'm sorry. How much was that damage?
That was just 8. It wasn't a lot.
Goodness.
Oh, sorry. Did I say 8 or 12? Crap.
Oh, you know what? I thought you said 12.
It was 12 because it was plus something. So there you go.
Wow.
So Ross says 63 is a good run. Time for it to end. Wipe him out, Danny.
Ouch.
Oh, why?
It is now Bubo's turn.
Excellent.
Ouch.
Oh, sorry. And oh yeah, you weren't frightened, right? And
No, I was not.
Cool. Awesome. All right, Bubo, you're up.
But I am now.
Aha! Ah!
Hmm.
It's like you finally turned around and saw. I will cast the good old hunter's mark on his face. And I will Orithil my bow and use that for the first time in a while. And I will throw some arrows downrange at disadvantage. That's what I feel like I'm doing. Goodness. Okay, great. First one is a natural 1.
Oof.
First attack. Second attack. Oh, these dice are great. And there's 2 natural 1s in a row.
Oh no.
That's beautiful.
Stop rolling terribly, y'all. I'm fixing it all.
These dices are going in the jail that I now have.
So for the effect for those ones, for me, it'll be it like dodges the arrows by like jumping back and using its crappy little wings to kind of push. And once again, you guys are like shoved forward as the wall comes slamming into you. So you're knocked prone by the wall. You don't take any damage, but you're.
How big is this room? What's the
120 feet diameter, and maybe only like 30 feet tall. It's not super high.
Right.
But pretty wide.
And can I make a throw for a wisdom throw, right? For the frightened?
Yep.
Okay, great. I'm going to do that. I got a dirty 20.
Yeah, you are no longer frightened.
Hell yeah. You don't scare me, bitch! Actually, he's terrifying still.
He's super
And in a whole different way.
This bitch.
Andre, you're up.
Lovely.
For those natural ones, I actually did throw the arrows. I forgot to use the bow.
You're just so excited. Flaming arrows!
Son of a...
Okay. I'm going to cast.
Should you throw your bow?
No! I lost it once. Twice now, actually, too.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolts at 5th level. Okay. Yep. 18 to hit.
That will hit. Is your thinking noise the hustle?
That's cute.
That's adorable.
That'll be 34 points of damage.
How many?
34.
Oh, 34. I heard 84. I was like, bullshit.
84 points of damage.
Reroll it.
And the next attack against him has advantage.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. That next attack will probably be Aura, because you're up.
Okay, how far away is he from me?
You weren't close enough to any of the walls, so you're probably maybe 60 feet from him.
Okay, shoot, I can't move closer. For the love of Pete. Okay, that's
Okay.
okay, so I'm gonna take out, I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast Branding Smite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I really hope that this hits. Okay, so how the hell does this work? So I've got a... Okay, so he said he's 60 feet away, so I'm throwing over 30 feet, so that would give me disadvantage. But Andre's Guiding Bolt would give me advantage, but the fact that I'm afraid would give me disadvantage. So where does that land me?
1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 is still minus 1. I don't know.
Walk me through that one more time.
Oh, okay, so I'm at disadvantage because I'm afraid, but I'm at advantage because of the Guiding Bolt.
Oh, yeah.
I'm at disadvantage because the thing I'm going to throw at him is like 3120 is the range on it.
Yes. So, yeah, just the one disadvantage.
So just regular disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just the one swing.
Okay, all right. Come on, Dice. We can do this. We can do this.
2 natural 20s. Here we go.
We got this.
Here
Come
we come.
on.
Ready?
Come on.
Steph Skiles loves your mug, by the way.
Who's?
Justin's.
Oh.
What?
Steph Skiles in the chat likes your mug.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's a 7. Can I use should I use a reroll now, guys, or like when I try to get rid of fear?
I'd say do it for fear.
I mean, I've got another action. All right, I think I'm gonna try and throw my dagger at him. Let's see.
Pachoo!
Advantage 2. Jeez.
It's a lot of throwing. Just go away.
Yeah. Oh, we don't want you. No one wanted this.
That freaking
Maybe now you can use that reroll.
What'd you get? What did you get?
absolutely the best and worst roll you could possibly have
Got a
in one
natural
roll.
20 and a natural 1.
No.
Wait, so if I reroll, I reroll the
The
disadvantage,
disadvantage one, yeah. No, you'd roll the advantage one. You'd still get a natural
I'd still
one.
keep the natural 1 because right.
Or just roll it again. I don't know, Daniel.
You can re-roll. It would basically, you would re-roll both.
Okay,
Since
okay.
you're rolling with disadvantage, yeah.
I'm using a group reroll. Goodness, Dice.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I know mine are. Thanks, Ryan. I get to use it.
Oh, put that one away. You just roll a natural 20 on
But
it.
I feel like you can't roll a natural 20 twice, right? I don't know if you get.
I didn't think you could roll 2 natural ones, but
Okay, that's good. Okay. So, this is the dagger. So, at disadvantage, it's a 24 to hit.
Re-roll it.
Yes, sir! Really?
I mean, you saw it coming.
He just counterspelled you.
Oh my god!
That's
That
what
is
it feels like.
It's the GM rerule, is the counterspell.
It is. Yeah.
13!
Oh, that's a miss.
Imagine that. How convenient.
What a shame.
Oh, boo-hoo.
When I get done of this fear, I'm gonna kill everything, Danny. Alright. Let me see if I can shake this stupid fear. Come on, Golden Snitch. Come on.
Wait, do you have a golden snitch dice?
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's only an 11! Nightmare!
I could hear that.
I felt that. That was.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the rage. She's about to rage quit D&D.
Come on. Let me over here. your outfits.
I can't do anything right now.
Better.
Sharp Steph says maybe if y'all whispered sweet nothings to your dice instead of yelling at them. That's why mine works so well for me.
I don't know, Sharp.
Steph.
Sharp, one of yours is in my dice jail right now, so.
I don't have any sharp stuff dice.
I'm gonna
Ooh, shots fired!
Can you guys hear me if I'm talking right about this level?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes, we can.
Thanks for the reset gyro, guys.
Well, now we can.
Now we can't hear you.
I was whispering sweet nothings to my dice.
Yeah, we didn't hear the rest of that. Though.
Oh, they were sweet and they were nothing.
Ooh.
DM to Aura!
Oh, snap.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
And,
That's actual happiness.
and Broaden Horizons.
Yeah, Broaden
boy.
Horizons, Joe!
All right. That's awesome. Thank you, everyone, so much. Yay! Well, Aura, I'm gonna assume you might want to take that now, but
Yeah, I'll take it now. Hang on, give me a second to think.
Hey, that's okay. If you fail yours, I'll just use mine right after.
Okay, that's true.
And then somehow Danny still has DM powers. I don't know how that's gonna work.
No, it
no,
wasn't.
that was a joke.
Rerolls.
That was a joke. I got rerolls.
Oh, you got reboot.
Thanks, Rickety Cat.
Oh,
21.
thanks.
You can drink now.
Wow, you can drink now. Congratulations. Start drinking because this is getting crazy.
But first, get you one of these before you start.
But
I do want one of those, not gonna
If
lie.
you do drink, be like Starheart and make sure that you have friends
You
who
drink-
will take care of you.
Like you drink
Or-
all of it?
no,
Cast
no,
greater
no.
restoration on you.
The sweet part, yeah. That they will take care of you.
Make sure you drink all of it.
I mean, don't do that. You'll end up with a headache and an achy tummy.
Are you still computing, Aura?
Jeez, I don't even know. You're right. This is hard to do, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's why every time I do DM powers, I colossally screw everything up.
No, you make it better. You make it more fun.
I try.
Okay, I don't even know what I'm gonna do to fill the
No,
hole.
you got this. You got it. You got it.
We're good. We're so good.
If
Okay,
anything fails, just give people dads.
everything's fine. Okay,
He's just a mean beast that needs a mommy.
you just need wrong and
Aww.
go. All right, so feeling this extreme fear, I grab my Kiss of Clef and I just say a quick prayer to Clef and I say, please, please help me. And I just feel a wave of her energy come over me and the fear is gone and I'm just feeling so much rage as my friends are being destroyed. So I take out both my weapons, they're lit up and good to go, and I just start shredding into this thing and speaking in Naya's voice to this beast, say, I will never be yours, whack, whack, you cannot own me, whack, whack, and just ripping into this beast, absolutely just destroying it, killing it, because I think I can do that. And then Naya, from whatever plane we're on, hears this disturbance and is like, what the hell? Like, I feel Elish's presence, like something is wrong, I need to go and help. So she is alerted that something is messed up, and some of the blood of the boar gets on Nitsage, but it's healing powers, and so he's healed for 20 points.
Okay.
Dang, that's some nice board.
I want some healing blood.
I know. Can we like?
All right, I just looked at his hit points and I knew he was in trouble.
Oh, did he get chewed? I haven't. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he got a little bit.
Oh, yeah. He's
This
alive.
sucker.
I'll take it. Thanks to him.
Yeah, that's good.
Well done.
Oh, it
DM
doesn't
powers.
show me.
So as this beast falls, it's like, yeah, as you said, it shredded it. Its big fat belly kind of just bursts open. Stuff spills out of it. It's all just ichor and goo and blood and awful. Its little wings, it didn't even get a chance to use them. Just boom, they fold. Kind of like when you crush a spider, you know how the wings do the same thing around his corpse as it hits the ground. And he sort of like fades from this plane. Like it just melts into this goo, and the walls begin to like. And you all spill out onto the floor in Naya's office, and she's like standing sword drawn because, as you said, she was able to like understand that there's some sort of disturbance between her doorway and that hallway.
Oh, we should have
And-
clarified that it wasn't us.
Huh?
So we should have clarified the disturbance was not.
Oh no, I mean,
Plain some
no,
notes
their sword
and
is
some-
drawn because the disturbance was something else.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, with something, demonic. So yeah, you all like spill out onto the ground in front of her. All 6'5" of her, sword drawn. Like she looks very strong. And the first thing that she sees is Bubo.
But I'm wearing a hat of disguise.
Oh, son of a bitch! Yeah, sorry. She doesn't. She just says, "Are you okay?"
I feel like
And that's where we're going to end for tonight because I'm so sad. I had such a plan for you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the DM powers.
Well timed, chat. Well timed. Well played. I thought someone was going to fucking eat it tonight. I was very excited.
I was getting close.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing about you guys leveling up is I get bigger, better monsters.
No, I hate it.
And we'll figure out Broaden Horizons. We'll announce those at the top of next week so I can give you all some time to think. And for those of you who are new, for instance, for those of you who rated us, our goals are at every $100, a boss level monster drops. At every $200, when we hit $200, then it's something called Broaden Horizons, which allows them to create something new that exists in this world. When we hit $300, something awful, terrible, on a much grander scale happens, and then there are further things beyond that. But so Broaden Horizons is that each of them get to invent a new thing that becomes part of the narrative of this world. But yay! Well, thanks for joining us. Thank you again for the raids. Thanks very much. I saw some of you already joined the Discord, so thank you. Welcome. We have a schedule thread in there if you would like to come and join us again tomorrow night. Other than that, thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you for your support. Everything goes back to supporting the studio, and we can't wait to get back in there and bring you some cool shit. Yeah.
Thank y'all for coming.
Yeah, thanks. And thank you guys for playing. Oh, it was so fun to make you mad.
That was wonderful. Wonderful rolls.
I still
So much
feel the chills from that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So good.
Have we found somebody to raid, sir?
Yes, we're raiding Inquest of Geek.
Fabulous. We're going to raid our friends in Quest of Geek. If you're not familiar with them, they used to be known as the other thing that I forgot. But anyway, we've done lots of panels. They were Ready Set Geek. They are now in Quest of Geek. We've done actually convention panels with them. We know them personally. Like, they're good friends of ours. So go give them lots of love. Make sure that they're having a great night. And yeah, what are they playing? Do you know?
Arkham.
Ah,
Yeah,
cool. So
Arkham
Cole's still
again.
playing some Arkham.
Yes. Go raid him. He'll freak out. It's funny.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really fun.
He loves it.
Hooray.
All right.
Thanks,
we'll see ya.
everybody.
All right. Bye,
Good
everybody.
night.
Thank you.
Bye.